Hello and welcome to Horror Wars. My name is Lily and I'll be guiding you through this macabre dance of a show where two longtime friends put horror movies against their inevitable remakes. Please be aware that horror movies, as a general rule of thumb, have violence, gore, murder, rape, dismemberment, crazy practical effects, and much more. Also, the hosts aren't versed in languages from around the world. They may mess up on names and places here and there. If none of that bothers you, get ready for a podcast like no other. This is Horror Wars.
Please don't make a sound. You don't gotta mock me while I've been bleeding on the ground. Said I'm trying to move hard, but I gotta crack a smile, 'cause you're not doing love. I'm sad, I'm never gonna get me over so
Hello out there to all of our guys, gals, non-binary pals, spooky cuties, hair-raising homies, freaks, geeks, and anything in between with a motherfucking butthole. I'm Rob.
And I'm Josh, and together we're the number one horror podcast in New Jersey, and available on Spotify and YouTube, which we're live on right now.
Which we're live on. This is
Horror Wars. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We are the show that puts original horror movies against their remakes in an all-out war to determine which will reign supreme. We do this with a series of scores that we give to one or the other to see who comes out on top. This week...
Oh, yes. Let's go, baby.
Oh, my heart right now.
I'm excited. My heart.
This week we have Scream from 1996 versus Shh from 2003.
Let's go. Not only that, but we also have multiple segments throughout the show as well that stitches everything together like Frankenstein's meat.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm crying like a little bitch because it's episode 100, man.
Let's go, brah. Milestone.
Horror Club. Horror Club is where we review a horror film book club style, and we'll provide a bit of background before we give it a grading of pass, rent, or buy.
Oh, yes.
This week we take a look at Scary Movie from 2000.
Woo! And then we get into our list of doom, where we discuss the episode's top 5. This episode, our list is top 5 Ghostface ripoffs in media.
Hell yeah, it is.
And we follow that with the horrors of gaming, where we talk about related games.
Oh,
On this episode, we're discussing Murder House from 2020.
What a fucking game this
Shout
is.
outs.
Holy shit. Shout out to Puppet Combo.
Shout outs.
After that, we close up shop with our final segment called The End. That's where we reveal our next episode, say our goodbyes, and fuck off for a couple weeks.
But make sure you stay after the ending for the actual ending.
Yes.
If you know, you know. So, with you knowing, let's do this.
Woo.
Sheesh.
And by the way, there is a secret word at the end of the episode. We've meant to do this the last couple episodes at the end, but I actually put it into the fucking script today, so stick around until the end of the episode to say the secret word at the end in the comments to let us know that you've watched it all the way to the very end.
Sheesh.
This is HorrorTube. The theme of the entire episode is formed here. What are all the connections? Find out as we talk about that and anything else needed to kick off the show.
Welcome to HorrorTube. It's horror in the tube. The tube portion of the show.
That it is, and one of the best parts about this show is watching it live on YouTube when we record. We interact with the community in between segments, maybe talk some behind the scenes things, and always have fun. So if you like watching these edited episodes that are all pretty, come check us out when everything is on the table.
Enjoy those segments, brah.
Enjoy the segments.
So Horror Club is kind of what were we expecting? Give a small synopsis before we get into the meat and potatoes.
So, okay, the theme of today's episode is Scream.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. So everything is based on Scream. Every episode is based on a theme.
Always a theme.
And HorrorTube, this section, it started out as its own show and then went away for a while, then kind of got put in here towards the end of the show.
It was our
we
tried to make it a segment about the theme.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked, but then it's like once you get into like a niche movie,
yeah,
it's like, okay, we don't have any stories this week. Like, no, I've never been like,
we
turned into a zombie and returned into a human and then died.
Yeah, we were
again.
trying to make it like we had personal stories
Yeah.
about everything.
Like
and
some did work.
we were
like,
going down the
yeah.
tube,
Yeah.
So that was the concept. But now I think horror tube itself as you say, you know, a Frankenstein's meat thing, like stitching everything together,
a little bit
letting
of
everybody know what
news,
we're
all
doing
that.
in the episode, giving some news,
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah, it's a much better flow, you know. So horror tube is essentially, now it's become, we're talking about the episode beforehand. So I would like to also keep during horror tube. How were you feeling about this episode before you watched everything and before you played everything?
Okay.
When we were discussing it, like, how were you feeling having it lead up to number 100 and all of that?
So since we had started this kind of block with The Exorcist, right, and it was a shot for shot remake and all that, so I was expecting this. I was expecting the same thing, right?
Right.
But I didn't want to go in like super meh because things could be good or bad.
Yeah.
You know, regardless. So going into this, I was like, I've seen Scream like 3 or 4 times, the original before, but not like consistently to where I could like remember all of it. So I'm glad I got to watch it again.
Right.
So when I went into the
I'm
other
glad I got to
one,
watch it again,
I
too.
was, of course, I was expecting the remake to really be a shot for shot.
Right.
So when it wasn't necessarily, I was like, okay, maybe I can not be prepared to be like, I'm just watching the same movie but with a lot less quality, you know?
Yeah.
So going in, I was hyped because I know that this episode's special for you, right?
Yeah.
So like the horror club, awesome. And it happens to tie in perfectly with Scream. And I love it because you can still talk about Scream even in club, you know, and all that stuff. Yeah. So I've been more hyped to see you gush about it. And I get to re-dive into, I had seen Scary Movie first. So I now have a better memory of Scream, and I love it so much. So
yeah, because you were at a point in the past where you didn't want to watch Scream because I think you said you thought that it would ruin it because you saw Scary Movie.
Yep, exactly. And I didn't understand the references or
right,
anything at that point.
Right.
So now I'll get into it later. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So obviously, how you been feeling these weeks leading into it, bro?
So leading into it, I've been feeling absolutely fucking awesome because this is an episode that we've had planned as number 100 for about
years.
Yeah, probably about 2 years now.
When we started to make the new list post, like getting close to the end of.
Yeah, because screw it, I don't give a shit. So when we were towards the end of Screamify, we really wanted to repurpose our list a little bit more to make it, I guess, make up for the episodes that we had on there because it wasn't a good situation. And we knew it wasn't, so we didn't put our best foot forward on them. And I don't give a shit. So, needless to say...
Appreciate the help, though. Shout out.
Appreciate the help.
For what you did.
It was a hindrance. And we needed to reclaim ourselves after that. We lost a lot of we lost a lot of ground that we had gained. Mm-hmm. And the only way that we could do that would be to come back better than we ever have been. And that's
it just happened to be right around Scream time.
It just happened to be right around this time. So, yeah, I felt great going into this episode. I've been feeling great ever since we started doing lives and ever since we started doing this. Like,
you can go back to the beginning of Horror Wars, beta testers. You've always brought Scream up in some fashion. Yeah, when he was in Ghostface was putting the Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, dude, that's when I played Dead by Daylight. I actually I gave a fuck about Dead by Daylight at that point because I had played it a couple times previously, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. But yeah, being able to play as Ghostface was really fucking awesome. So.
And they're getting a Scream game, right?
There's going to be a Scream game. But we do got Murder House. So Murder House today is
shout out the fucking Popcorn.
Quite awesome. I've got some things to say about Murder House, but mostly all positive actually. Mm-hmm. I don't think the negative that I have to say outweighs the positive in any fashion whatsoever.
Right.
So, and we've also got our top 5 Ghostface ripoffs. That's just that's self-explanatory. So, do you got anything else you want to say?
Nope. Shout out to stuff.
Oh, actually, we do got one more thing to say during Horror Tube because we said it.
Oh, that was
live.
Yeah.
So
for
now
the
we
Spotify.
have to actually say it for the episode. So, Horror Wars has its own song. Our first ever song.
Whoop, whoop.
If you're watching live, we will play some of it in between the war segment. So where we actually,
a little bit.
Yeah, Josh, I believe your speaker's somewhere.
It's over there. I'm pretty sure it's still connected.
So you can actually just fucking press play at some point, and we'll be able to hear it in the background. It's not going to be the best quality, but if you, I mean, it's great quality. I'm saying
the song's great quality.
We don't know how good it's going to sound coming through
because it's behind us.
Because it's behind us, yeah. So
or in front of us, yeah.
Yeah, in front of us. Yes. So it is done, as we said on pre-stream. It is done by MC Mass Murder. He is the vocalist, and the producer on the track was Clever Decay. And the song is called Horror Wars, a horrorcore story. Sorry, my brain is a little high. So it's going to be dropping tonight at midnight. If you're watching live, it'll be dropping tonight at midnight on Spotify and on YouTube. So definitely go out, show some love.
Shout outs to Bruv.
Shout outs to the motherfucking Bruv himself. And yeah, so do we have anything else for HorrorTube? Or
let's get into it's time for some screaming war. I couldn't tie that one into the war.
Yeah, I don't know.
On to the war, though.
On to the war portion of the show.
This is the war. With every episode, we put a horror film against its remake. We go stat for stat, financials, facts, where to watch, synopsis, cast, and everything in between. Afterwards, we grade them both on a scorecard and tally up the results to see which one comes out on top.
And welcome to the war.
As with every episode, we're going to tell you where we get all of our glorious info from. We source pieces from Wikipedia, IMDb, Letterboxd, Rotten Tomatoes, and sometimes we dig a little deeper, but we always shout out the source.
Also, when we give you the info on these films, where you may want to watch them, please keep in mind that they might not be available on the platform you normally use. So please head to Just Watch for all your viewing needs. When you said Letterboxd, it threw me off. That's why I laughed.
Oh, because you thought I was going to say Letterboxd.
And Rotten Tomatoes.
And Rotten Tomatoes. Before we discuss our reasoning for where we place points and why, we give you the poll results from TikTok on who they thought would win. And then in a series of 11 categories, we get to our winner.
Those categories are acting, directing, writing/plot, killer or killers.
Which we actually have killers. Yeah.
Casting, soundtrack, gore/kills, pacing, time period, environment, and the ending. I almost said event.
Oh.
After that, we add up our scores, and whoever has the highest total takes the win. Now, with all of that out of the way, it's time for the war.
Hell yeah.
Talk with cheap, we knew they weren't a solid jaw. Quick turnaround from pocket check to pocket store. Looking like 99 cents away from the dollar store. See no evil, hear no evil, fear no pagan polymorphs. See you with them sixes, I know we use the numbers for. I hear them demons screaming, I know what they hunger for. I fought the bright and fight anyway, I'm really not the one to warn. Born under a ton of scorn, summer formed the thunderstorms. Could have been the son of war, Hermes could have son of war. Got that Michael Myers war, rock about what you're running for. Everyone knows so fast that you were last, you got your color core. Now I'ma send these Moloch shaggers back to where the golems crawl. Riding these horror wars, fighting these horror wars. Survive and fight for the life in these horror wars. Take flight in horror, don't be frightened wars. I said survive and fight for the life in these horror wars.
And it's time for the war.
Hell yeah. So thank you again to MC Mass Murder.
Shout outs.
And Clever Decay for Horror Wars, a horrorcore story.
For the banging tunes, mate.
Banging ass tune. By the time you watch this episode proper or listen to it proper, it will be available on Spotify and YouTube. Maybe Patreon by that point, but don't know if we're going to have that up or not yet.
Foreshadowing.
So, today we are covering Scream versus Shh.
Shh. It's like they're telling us to scream and then be quiet.
Yes, and Josh is obviously...
Rob is definitely getting OG.
I'm definitely getting OG.
It's and like favorite movie, like all time.
Aside from Breakfast Club.
I was going to say, I was just about to say, Breakfast Club is number one in the top 5 all time. But Scream is up there. Scream is number one, I'm sorry.
Scream is definitely the Breakfast Club of horror movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just dark counterparts to everybody in Breakfast Club. So.
Man, that is a good point.
All right.
Sheesh.
Here we go. Movie name, Scream. Runtime, 1 hour, 51 minutes. Release date, December 20th, 1996.
A December horror film.
Yes, man. And
is it a Christmas movie?
No, there's nothing Christmas about it. It's like in the fall.
Okay.
So, produced by Kathy Conrad and Carrie Woods, production company Woods Entertainment. Budget of $14 million US. and it brought
Oh,
in
me, oh, my.
173 million US dollars.
Bang.
Which, let's see. Oh, there's a movie that is currently in that spectrum right now, and it's called Obsession.
I
And
haven't seen it
people
yet. I want
are
to see it.
losing their shit about Obsession making that much money on that small a budget. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? Scream did it 30 years ago, and with 1995 money at that
Right.
point.
Shout out to Obsession, though.
Shout out to Obsession, oh hell yeah! Screenplay by Kevin Williamson, directed by Wes Craven.
Sheesh.
Cinematography by Mark Irwin, edited by Patrick Lussier, and music by Marco Beltrami, which this was like his first fucking soundtrack. I think that's actually one of the things. Never mind. Ratings 7.4 on IMDb,
IMDb.
4.0 on 4.0 out of 5 on Letterboxd,
Letterboxd. I like
and
that.
78% on Rotten Tomatoes. A masked killer known as Ghostface terrorizes a group of teenagers in Woodsboro while Sidney Prescott becomes the center of a deadly mystery. Dun, dun, dun.
Iconic.
Related media: Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 7, Scream 8, which is in production, and the Scream television show.
I didn't know there was going to be a show. No shit.
There's already been. It's
Oh,
been
really?
3 seasons on MTV years ago, dude.
I'm just now learning this.
The Ghostface mask looked absolutely horrible because it wasn't the same Ghostface mask.
Oh, was that like the devilish
Yeah,
looking
it
one?
was
Yeah, it
weird
was in Dead
looking.
by Daylight. Yeah.
No, that's just a completely different
Oh,
thing.
never mind.
This one looked like a haunted face, not a red devil mask.
Oh, it was more like ghoulish.
It was ghoul. It was weird.
Okay.
It looked like it had like sunken eyes, and the mouth was a regular mouth and not elongated. And they had that for the first 2 seasons, and in the 3rd season, they finally had the actual iconic Ghostface mask back.
Huh.
So, trivia. The screenplay was originally titled Scary Movie,
Ironic.
a title later used by the parody franchise, which we will be covering today. Number 2, Drew Barrymore, which was originally cast as Sidney Prescott, but requested the smaller role of Casey Becker to shock audiences when her character was killed early. Number 3, Wes Craven turned down the project several times before finally agreeing to direct it. Number 4, the Ghostface costume was discovered during a location scout and later licensed for use in the film.
Number 5, you've been saying for years on this
Yep.
podcast.
The film revitalized the slasher genre after years of declining popularity and sparked a wave of late 90s teen horror films. Not only that, but it also sparked the reignition of slasher films in general. Because after that, we got Wes Craven's New Nightmare, we got Bride of Chucky, we got Halloween 20 years later, we got Urban Legend, we got fucking Valentine, everything. All because Scream brought everything back. Sorry, yep. Number 7, the film was heavily edited to secure an R-rated from the MPAA due to concerns over graphic violence. Number 8, this was composer Marco Beltrami's first major feature film score.
Awesome soundtrack.
Number 9, portions of Halloween are shown during the party sequence with the characters discussing horror movie rules while watching it. So, real quick before I get to number 10.
Oh, yeah.
For those that have been around forever, when we covered Halloween... Wait, no. What was it that we had Scream for? Because
It was a horror club.
Scream was a horror club at one point, but it wasn't
don't
Halloween
remember.
versus Halloween because Halloween versus Halloween.
Yeah, it wasn't until way
had
later.
It and Terrifier or some
I
shit. I
think,
don't
yeah.
remember. Yeah, but either way, number 10, Ghostface was portrayed physically by stuntman Dane Farwell for most of the film's attack scenes, and I have the fortunate disposition of saying these names today.
And a stacked
And this
ass
cast is damn.
Stacked.
I don't think we've had a cast this stacked in a horror movie in quite some time.
Nah.
Yeah,
Avengers level stacked.
absolutely. Nev Campbell is Sidney Prescott. David Arquette is Dewey Riley. Courtney Cox as Gail Weather. Skeet Ulrich as Billy Loomis. Matthew Lillard as Stu Mager, Rose McGowan as Tatum Riley, Jamie Kennedy as Randy Meeks,
Sheesh.
Drew Barrymore as Casey Becker, W. Earl Brown as Kenny Brown, Henry fucking Winkler the Fonz as Principal Arthur Hembry,
Yep.
and Joseph Whipp as Sheriff motherfucking Burke.
Stacked.
Damn, that's a fucking
Stacked.
cast. Jesus Christ.
No wonder why they made so much fucking money. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The star power is real.
I love this fucking movie. Go ahead,
Oh,
man.
I can't wait for the gush portion. So, again, as we put in our intro to this segment, we don't speak every language around the world. So I'm going to struggle with these names. So bear with me.
Wait, hold on. Here. Never mind. Go ahead. I gotta
Okay.
suck it.
All right. Movie name. She with a fucking runtime. I am not kidding.
Yeah, this is insane.
A runtime of 2 hours and 43 minutes. Oh my god. Release date October 24th, 2003. Produced by Sunil Mehta and Prem Krishan. Okay, not too bad. Not a bad start.
Not bad. We're good.
Production company.
Oh no.
Cinevistas Limited.
Okay.
The budget's unknown and the box office is unknown. Probably a lot, I guess. Because it's not a plagiarized thing, so I'm sure they made some money.
So from my understanding is like it made a pretty good amount, but it was still considered a flop, which kind of sucks because I didn't think
it wasn't that bad of a movie.
Right,
yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Screenplay by Arshad Ali Syed, directed by Pavan S. Kaul, cinematography by Hiru Keswani, edited by Amit Saxena. That's a cool name.
That is a cool name.
Saxena. That's cool.
That's a very cool name.
Music by Anu Malik. That's a cool
That's
name
a
too.
very cool name. Yeah.
Salim Sulaiman. Background score. That was the music. Ratings. I'm sorry, I saw where it said the tomato thing. 5.3 out of 10, or 5.3 out of 10 on IMDb. A 2.7 out of 5 on Letterboxd to do. And no tomato meter score available. So tomato meter. Plot. After his sister is murdered by a mass killer, a college student becomes the target of a series of brutal attacks while trying to uncover the identity of the murderer. Related media. Turksploitation style international remakes and adaptations of American horror films.
They're all kind of like the same thing.
Trivia. Number 1. The film is an unofficial Indian remake of Scream and follows many of the film's original major story beats, which is true.
This is true.
But it's not a copy paste.
It's no.
It's
not
not Exorcist.
Yeah, not Exorcist.
Number 2. This was the film debut of Tanisha Mukherjee. Hey, trying.
Hey, no,
The
you
younger
killed it.
sister of Kajol.
Yep.
Number 3. The movie combines slasher horror with traditional Bollywood song and dance sequences, which are fucking fantastic.
It's great, especially the fucking party scene. Oh my god.
The club sequence? Oh, yeah.
The club sequence was great too.
Something absent from the original Scream, which would be funny as fuck if it wasn't
Dude,
there.
Ghostface just started fucking
Boom,
like
ba-doom, hell yeah, breaking it
playing the
down.
guitar and shit.
Yep.
Oh my god, that would be insane.
Number 4.
That'd probably be my favorite movie of all time.
Hell
at that
yeah.
point. You just add 30 minutes of fucking dancing to Scream. Oh my god. Like Drew Barrymore dancing
Yeah.
with Ghostface
They have a
before she
dance
gets
battle
strung up
first?
by her fucking intestines. Yeah.
Number 4. At over 2 hours and 40 minutes, it's considerably longer than the original Scream. Yeah, for sure. Number 5. The killer wears a clown-style mask rather than the iconic Ghostface mask, which is okay.
It was okay, but
Yeah. Number 6. The film was shot in Shimla and features several scenic mountain locations throughout the story.
yes, it does.
Number 7. Critics generally praise the film's cinematography while criticizing its extensive runtime. Yeah, but it's part of the culture. You gotta kind of expect it,
That's
right?
that's Bollywood.
Yeah.
That's Bollywood cinema. Yeah.
So you can't really hate. Number 8. The story incorporates elements similar to Scream, and I still know what you did last summer. So the sequel.
Very much. No, I still know what you did last summer.
I thought it was I Know What You Did Last Summer was the original.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I didn't know there was a part 2 to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Well, yeah, there's I still know what you did last summer. Yeah,
oh,
there was I know what you did last summer. I still know what you did last summer. And then something like I'll never forget what you did last summer or some shit like that.
The
and then
summer
they came,
to never forget.
And then they came back with I know what you did last summer,
Okay.
like last year.
It was a remake, right?
It was a reboot make
Oh, okay.
because it had like some of the original cast in it with a new cast.
Okay, that's weird.
So Jennifer Love Hewitt was in it. Freddie Prinze was
No
in it.
shit.
And there was a completely different people with it. The movie just tanked. I guess nobody gave a fuck
Damn.
about it anymore. Yeah.
Number 9. In 2023, the film became available to a wider horror audience through the streaming services Screambox.
Yep. Shout out to Screambox, owned by Cineverse. We've done plenty of things for them with Toxic Avenger and Return to Silent Hill. So
Oh,
awesome
yes.
relationship with them.
Shout outs.
Shout outs.
Number 10. The film has developed a cult following among fans of international horror and Bollywood genre cinema. It's not a bad movie.
Here you go, man. You're gonna need this. Take a deep hit, my brother, and drink deeply.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Tanisha Mukherjee as Mehek Gurjaral, Dino Maria as Rocky. Hey, thanks for the breather right there.
Hell yeah.
Karan Nath as Suraj Rai, Gaurav Kapoor as Rajat Rai, Kushal Punjabi as Nikhil, Sarvarna Jha as Gena, Tina Chowdhury as Ria, Sivaji Sadam as Commissioner Kamath, Simon Singh as Malini Gujral. Try it, yeah. Last one. We got it. Ali Khan as Inspector Akash Rathore. It wasn't too bad.
Hey,
I should have more with Korean names.
Look, yeah, you did. Here, take another hit of that.
Thanks, I
Give you
appreciate
some
it.
claps.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so this is actually very unfortunate because everything has been going so smooth, but I'm going to need you to stand up and get my bag because I forgot my fucking notebook. It's in the bag.
Wait, I can reach. Hold
Can
on.
you reach just by still sitting? You don't got to get up?
Nope.
Ah,
If I can
shit.
pull the chair.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
You need the whole bag?
No, if you can go into not that zipper with the red stripe, but the one right
This one?
behind it. Nope.
This is the zipper?
Do you just want to hand me the bag?
Hold on, from here?
Because it's in the front. It's in the front.
I got you.
It's the second big one. Yeah.
Here's the
Sorry,
big-
guys. This is my big ass travel book bag that I have for entertainment things. And Josh, talk to the people.
Oh, yes. So, it's because we do the scoring portion of the show, so we have to kind of monitor. We have to make marks and tally marks and all that.
Yeah.
So it's easier to kind of
mean,
know
it
what our
is.
scores are instead of like having to remember by
Yeah.
just remembering.
And I think it's definitely monitoring because, like you said, we got to make sure we are doing everything right. So we're going to give it a score here.
No, yes.
And I've never really shown the book before, so that's kind of like what it is. It's just real basic. We keep track
So,
of the score.
I'll give a little bit of spoilers for mine. Mine isn't all. It's not going to be one-sided from myself. I think I might change my mind because the more and more I think about it, I don't know. I think I'm going to change my scores along the way. The more we talked about stuff, yeah. Let's get into it.
acting.
Oh, OG for sure, dude.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, right? So I know a lot of people, or I can't say I know, but I'm assuming some people probably bitch about like the satirical comedy in it, maybe a little too. I fucking love it. And what I love now, going back and rewatching that shit, is from doing this podcast, I now understand the movie references.
Yeah.
So it's like watching it back in the day and not knowing much horror, and now watching it now, and the fucking acting's fantastic. Let me stay on that.
Yep.
Billy Loomis, I love that character. Is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yep.
I'm glad that they never tried to like replicate it down the road. I feel like that is such a unique way of like acting for it. Does Norman Bates need to explain why? Blah blah blah. I fucking
Right.
love it. Like all around, the Drew Barrymore part is fucking fantastic.
it
It's
is.
Jason. Great stuff. There's no part that makes you feel like it's like a cheesy,
Nope.
like teen comedy fucking horror. It felt like a horror that just happened to be like based in reality. Like how
Yep.
like some zombie films won't say zombie. They'll want to call
Yeah.
it something else.
Yeah.
This lets you know like, hey, it's just based in like a real world where these horror movies exist. And we're kind of calling it out and oh shit, we're actually dying the same ways.
Yeah.
And it works, and it makes it, and the comedy works enough to where it's not like scary movie comedy.
Yep.
There's still two different versions, so it's fucking fantastic. The horror parts feel like horror. When they want to throw in a joke here and there, fantastic stuff.
Yep.
Love it. I'm gonna give it to OG for shoresies.
Yeah, absolutely. And realistically, it's, I guess you could say for all those same reasons why I'm going with OG as well. Because I think the acting in Scream was much better than people give it credit for. There's a lot of movies that you can say are elevated horror if you watch them today, like Hereditary and stuff like that. I do think that there was a couple parts where Neve Campbell overreacted with her fear a little bit.
Yeah.
But at some
run.
yeah, at some point you also have to remember you're showing what's supposed to be teenagers.
Yeah.
And a lot of the teenagers in these new movies don't react the way that I think teenagers would react. They react what I believe young adults would react as, like in their 20s or something like that.
Mm.
I think the overdramatic acting in Scream is probably what makes it very close to being real teenagers in trouble. Because even my youngest, overreacts to the most minor things
Right.
at 14.
Right.
So can you imagine like 17-year-olds
Yeah.
seeing their friends murdered?
Right. Mhm. Yeah.
I guess that would
Yeah. How
justify
how
it,
are you
right?
supposed to know how to react if you see someone murdered?
Right.
Huh?
Right. So I'm giving it to OJ.
But I'll give remake props. One thing
Dude.
that was cool is like the occasional like English language like drop.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yes.
And it's also neat to see how like their acting is. It just felt a little bit more MTV acting kind of horror
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
than compared to Scream. It was still strong. It did well.
Yeah.
But of course, you got to give the OG for that one.
Yeah. 100% agree. Directing.
OG, of course. Like, okay, so the mystery plot, it was not annoying. It didn't feel like they didn't wait to give us like this big info dump scene
Right.
for the last 10 minutes like we get nowadays, where it's like we're explaining the story to you.
Yeah, man.
Like, I like the fact that we were still able to weave like real life drama into the horror part, a little bit of backstory. You could feel the friendship, so every like interaction felt right. There's just the whole movie felt like every part had a good flow to it.
agree.
The remake was all right. It's just I get that it's Bollywood, but some of that did kind of throw off the flow a little bit because it was
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
tad too long. But I get it; it's
Yeah.
their thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're trying to keep it horror, we can have the dance. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
But it just drug on just a smidge too long.
Yeah, I think that they could have incorporated the dancing a little bit better into the script, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like,
It was like hard stop right in the middle.
yeah, you could still have your stuff, but like, it would have just been better to see. I guess you could say the story progress. Like, I would have liked to see the clown actually like
Maybe get to
murder-
where they're at. Well, I
murder
know
somebody
yeah,
during
never
it,
mind,
stuff
yeah.
like yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of different things about it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
But
It's
Scream
not
is
bad.
far superior. In
Yeah, the
for
directing
sure.
of it, and also not to mention that in this movie, you get to go to what, Jesus Christ, 7 different locations or 6 different
In what?
locations
In the remake?
Shh,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're everywhere.
You're everywhere.
They
in
literally
there,
go
so-
on vacation. To,
In the movie,
that's how
yeah.
they get to like the super dance scene. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it's awesome. But dude, and again, just because I think obviously Scream's gonna run away with this one, I don't want anybody to think that it's going to take away from Shh, because going into it, I guess you could say I felt like it was going to be a joke because the trailers were kind of ass.
Yeah.
And once I watched the movie and saw that it was probably about I'd say a 60-40 remake of Scream, right? Like
Right.
there was elements of other horror movies in there, but they really borrowed heavily on Scream.
I'd say it's like a heavy outline
Yeah.
more than a full on copy and paste.
So for the directing, I do still want to give the director of that
Oh,
movie
yeah, for sure.
absolute props because you did your thing with it and you took what I'm guessing is a small budget and knocked it out of the fucking
Oh, yeah.
park. So writing / plot,
OG.
OJ.
Again, it was like one of the first, almost not, of course, not a spoof movie,
no,
but borderline comedy horror without making it like slapstick
Yeah.
goofy shit.
yeah,
So of course, the first time there was ever 2 fucking killers,
Yep.
like simultaneously, the big reveal, which we'll get to the ending stuff.
Nope.
But all around the drama between the friends, the fucking the backstory on the mom dying,
Yep.
the you think that one person, like the mystery part, wasn't annoying on like who was the killer.
yeah,
You genuinely were like, oh shit. Like I didn't expect it when I first ever watched it. It wouldn't be someone in the friend group. I thought it'd be something like the dad of the
because
of what's her face
of Sidney.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Like I
There's
thought
so
like
many
maybe
plot
that.
points because
Right.
it's one of those movies where there's 10 different plot points, but they all seem feasible.
It's so well written, man.
You know, and if you've never seen the movie before, I do think it's one of those movies that would still hold up in saying like, damn, I couldn't get that. Because the first time I watched it, I just thought it was only one.
Right.
Because that person
Right.
seems like a red herring,
Right.
and they aren't a red herring, but it's just like
Yep.
shit.
And then
when
the
you
double
find out-
reveal?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's an insane twist, but yeah, definitely gonna give it to Scream. And the next one, Killers, bro.
Of course, Ghostface
Sorry,
is
guys.
iconic.
Yeah, sorry.
But
sorry,
there is
Clownface.
one thing. There is one thing I will say. I like that they changed on the story just a smidge for the remake.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give it super props real quick. They did make it a lot more worse on what happened to the brother's mom and family.
Yeah.
Because spoilers a little bit, and I'll just give for the remake. We'll talk about the ending, but real quick, they changed it to where it's more of like a suicide, murder, all this sexual assault shit going on. It was more than just kind of an abandonment thing, but we'll get to that. So I do like the fact that they changed them for that, but Ghostface is even the movements. I want to say again, shout out to that person that did the Ghostface like stunt stuff. It still was able to feel more like a teenager being a killer, realistically, like falling all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
And not being like a Michael Myers or a Jason just kind of walking through walls to get to him.
Ghostface isn't unstoppable.
Right. It's
you
just
can hit Ghostface with a fucking umbrella and he's gonna get hurt. Yeah.
It's basically just like a regular serial killer chasing you. So it was a little bit more grounded of a killer. So of course. And you know the fucking with the people that they're stalking, what's your favorite scary movie, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Of course. Fucking well written. The other one, it was a lot more serious, though.
Yes.
The remake. There was no real comedy.
No.
They really just turned it to a horror film, and it could have just been its own slasher, really. It would have been fine.
It could have
if
been.
it wasn't considered like the remake, but it's just that outline is so thick.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Scream kind of ripoff.
It's a real thick outline.
Oh, yes.
It's a nice and thick outline. Okay. So. Casting. OG. There's
the weird thing, right? The one thing that did bother me a smidge for the remake casting, the person that was, I'm not gonna remember the name. No. The good guy at the end. That's what I'm gonna put. The one who survived.
Yes.
With the female character.
Yes.
They almost made that guy like borderline Billy.
Yes.
Like there was almost signs of like psychopathic behavior, and it was kind of weird, like the faces he made.
Yeah.
So that's what made me weird on the casting. Like that person not seem very like friendly. Like I felt like the whole time like that dude is definitely like the Ghostface person.
But
so I guess they broke expectations. So maybe that's where they got me.
Right.
But I was like, man, it just looks like a villain the whole time. So
yeah, he did.
But still, shout outs. It was still a good cast. They felt like natural, like with their interactions and the brothers and all that. But fucking OG, super stacked, great acting, well meshed together, fucking thing. Like the like Billy and Sidney, their relationship, and he's kind of a dick because he's like, get over your mom, dude. Like, oh.
Yeah, get over your mom and fuck me.
Yeah, it's weird. But like everyone fit, even Jamie Kennedy being more like the goofy character, still didn't feel like annoying.
No.
Like nowadays, it feels like there's always like a goofy character, but it's like turned up to like a million.
Right.
But that one felt a lot more natural. Just like, nah, bro, I watch horror all the fucking time.
That's because he was the prototype.
Right.
You know, he was the prototype of that. Like
before it became kind of cartoony.
Yeah. Yeah. Where it was still based in some form of reality, because I get excited talking about horror movies. I get excited talking about the things that I'm passionate about. And to people that aren't passionate of things like that, maybe they'll feel like you're a fucking psycho. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I can understand that he would be considered as one of the killers because of how obsessed he was with things. So Jamie Kennedy knocked it out of the park with that role. And I think Stu and Billy, or Skeet and Matthew, did so fucking wonderful together.
Oh my gosh.
The killers. The only thing that still bothers me to this day regarding Billy and Stu is the fact that they are rapists. And everybody's like, they're the best villains ever. I've done it myself. You know, like they're so fucking cool. No. But then you take into remember, like, yeah, they raped her mom. Like he even says it. Like, so I don't know. That's the part that always makes me feel weird about them. But then I'm like,
and they gaslit the shit. He gaslit the shit out of her for sex.
Shit out of her all the fucking time, dude. So he, by today's standards,
super evil villain.
He's the super fucking red flag of every woman in the history. Like, yes, he looks good, but is he worth the bullshit that he's gonna put you
Honestly, they might be the most evil non-supernatural villains.
They're
at least with hands-on, because like maybe you could say like Jigsaw for the ideas for stuff, but deep in the trenches, like actually doing the work, bro. Yeah. They are probably the scariest fucking villains that aren't like beings that can turn into like or Jason.
Yeah,
or
they're pretty nasty, man.
Like they're intense. They're actual fucking psychopathic serial killers.
And I wish that we could have had, because I don't know if you read about this or watched this, but Scream 7 apparently had a scene that was going to be at the end that had Stu watching TV.
Oh shit.
and watching all the news that was happening regarding what was going on in Scream 7. They just cut it. They didn't do it for some reason. But
he was like, I got 5 Nights at Freddy's,
for the fucking third time in the franchise, they've now teased that Stu's alive, but never followed through with it.
I always come back.
And it sucks.
Kind of ironic, right?
Right, yeah, but he's never fucking back. But
Come back.
Maybe with Scream 8.
Why don't you come back?
So casting, yeah, we're definitely giving
OG.
that to OG. Sidney, Nev Campbell fucking killed it. Early role for Courtney Cox before Friends, and you know she killed it. Henry Winkler, fucking amazing principal. When I saw him as the principal, I lost my shit the first time. I was in the theater. I was like, "It's the Fonz." I was very much into Happy Days. I was 12, so yeah, it was a real big fucking thing, man. It was awesome. This next one, if the music for Scream wasn't so iconic, would have such a.
I wish we could do ties on this fucking show sometimes, bro.
Because the music in the Bollywood music is so fucking banging.
Not even that, man. They did what I love. You know, I always talk about when they play their music through like a radio instead of like an actual soundtrack.
Yes,
it's fantastic stuff.
Yeah,
I love hearing other music, but what can you? It's Scream. You're against a heavyweight.
Yeah,
like
you're against fucking Red Right Hand from Nick Cave and the Bad Seed. You're
like,
you
were doomed from the start.
You're against
know?
Moby.
No.
Like it's not a good.
But the music is good. The dance sequences are great. The fucking the credits, the opening credits have they're in the mountains dancing. It's sick as hell.
It's fucking awesome. So
shout outs.
Again, 4 categories later, do not want to take away anything from because
if we could tie, I would throw a tie in for that one.
But
we can't. Them's the rules.
Them's the rules. And so far, we've not taken anything from either, because the last episode,
there was
a negative point for Satan.
No bad points. No.
So gore/kills.
Oh, for sure, Scream. Like the other ones were like PG-13, you know.
Right.
You got some blood and blood, you know, that good stuff.
You opened up a Scream with Drew Barrymore hanging from her fucking intestines.
Getting disemboweled, bruh.
I think that takes it right there. Like, and then Rose McGowan getting fucking butchered by the garage. All the different fucking kills that happen in the movie. Henry Winkler dying the way that he did. Like, I know a lot of them are just stabbings and everything, but it was still the way.
Them being incorporated, like, after the big reveal at the end and then seeing how each person was killed, it all kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And in the Bollywood one, like you said,
like your basic slasher kills. They didn't really do anything extra either.
Nothing crazy.
But they were kind of just, like, okay, I'll give them this. Okay. When there were fight sequences, it was sick as shit.
Yes.
Like they actually had like the choreography, like boom, like they had like the fucking punch noises, the super zoom ins, everything you'd expect. It was fucking fantastic.
It was cool. That was
so I'll still give it its props.
Yeah, definitely. Again, next category here, still not taking anything
it's
away
a fun
from it,
movie for sure.
You get Scream.
And it's so fucking long.
And speaking of that, the next category is pacing.
Oh my god, Scream, dude. If they honestly maybe took out, and I know it's Bollywood, but if they had released it as just a regular one and kind of took that out as well, or did a version with that and put it in theaters, it might have popped off a little more.
Yeah, because the dance sequences weren't part of the fucking movie. Like,
it had nothing to do with the plot.
But the only thing that it had to do with was just
they were just like on vacation
at each other, dancing and like making lovey faces.
It feels so good to relax, and then
that's what I'm saying. If you had the clown face actually like trying to stab and dance and do stuff like that or whatever, that would have been so fucking cool. Like, I don't know, but
I just hard stop, dance, then hard like cut back into it. It was interesting.
It was weird, and I think like you said, if you took all that out, you would have probably
could have competed
about an hour and 45 minute movie. And because there was at least 6 songs in that fucking movie.
Oh my gosh.
And there were 5 minutes of goddamn piece. So yeah, actually I'm not going to take away a point for that, but Jesus Christ, that's the one thing I will say. I don't mind 3-minute songs or whatever. Disney movies do that. But a fucking 5-minute song or a 6-minute song in your movie while you're doing nothing to progress the plot is absolutely insane to me.
Barnacles.
Barnacles, yes. I know that it's probably part of your culture and you might feel like I'm shitting on it, but I promise you I'm coming from the best place. Like, if you're gonna do the dances, incorporate the story with the dances.
Yeah, like a little bit of acting or something.
So that way it progresses everything. And it's not a 2 hour and 45-minute movie, because you could totally do so many different things and get so many different things done with dancing. There was a whole fucking movie called West Side Story about it. Like, they did it. There's plenty of other movies that sing and dance while they're doing the story. You totally could do it. And it would, honestly, if they would have done that, I think if my love for Scream wasn't as high as it is, and if that movie incorporated the Bollywood dancing in the story, I think we would honestly have such a more balanced war, because we would have found the absurdity of the dancing and story to compete with the absurdity of the 90s comedy.
Right.
The war itself would have gone in a completely different direction.
And it had no comedy either.
And
so.
right, exactly. So it's a very interesting path that this is on.
Because they could have incorporated their particular culture's brand of comedy too, and that would have been fine. But it was just so serious.
The time period.
Oh, gee.
It's
it literally
90s encapsulated.
It started a brand new genre of slasher.
It did. There was already teen slashers, but it was the simple
satirical
fact that it was satirical, and they modernized it.
Yep.
They weren't still trying to like make it a camp. They weren't trying to make it somebody's this or somebody's that. It was a fucking school. Like, it was a completely different take on things.
Yep.
It wasn't a babysitter. It wasn't, something like that.
Like a cliche, like route.
Yeah. Going into a school and going into that was a completely different thing. And that's where we got all the school teen horror movies, all that shit. So, yeah, definitely created a new subgenre in a dying genre and revived the dying genre. So, environment.
I'm going to give it to remake. I'm sorry. I love the fact that we went all over the fucking place. Like,
yes,
we weren't anywhere for more than like 5 minutes at a time before we were in a new location.
That's true.
So it wasn't like it was like from room to room. It was like we were in like another part of like where they're from.
But it was room to room too.
But it also
room to room, place to place, this to that.
Seeing their architecture and stuff, the still frame shots, and they're always going to win me
cool.
over. So I'll give it to
cool,
remake
man.
for that.
It was absolutely
OG was great, of course, a teen, horror film. But how many times have you seen a high school kind of situation? Awesome use though. The fucking house and the what would it be? The choreography of running from Ghostface and all that shit with every encounter, fluid as balls. I love that in the environment part. They used that house for Sidney's house. That it was fucking amazingly.
Stews or
no, the one for the end. I'm sorry. Stews.
Yep.
For that house, fucking love it. That's why when Scary Movie did it, I was like, man, I think the Scream's better. But anyway, I gotta say, I'm giving it to. I'll give props to OG, but I just really enjoy seeing all of more than just a few spots. So I'm gonna give the remake for that one.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. But I'm still gonna.
Oh yeah, for sure. I expected it.
Like, again, I am really not taking anything away from this movie. And I know that we've seen the school stuff so many times, but again,
it was at that time
this was the prototype. This was the prototype. So
you're right.
I can't take away.
I'm newer to Scream than
you don't have that deep connection that I do.
Right.
And sorry,
no, you're good,
playing footsies over there with you.
Oh yeah, it's
we
fine,
actually have
Crockies on.
We're both wearing Crocs. Yeah, red and blue. It's fucking hilarious. So yeah, man, I think the environment of Scream was awesome. I like that sleepy town feeling.
Right.
I like that it wasn't just one house. We did get to see the town.
And we got to see all the friends' houses as well.
We got to see the friends' places. We got to see a bunch of different things. We got to see the movie store. We got to see a whole like
theater.
It felt like Gilmore Girls, but in a horror setting.
Okay.
Because it felt like a small town.
Yeah.
You felt like you knew the main people that you needed to know, like the sheriff, the big time newscaster from the bigger city going in and all that. So again, the mountains, all that shit, the beautiful fucking vistas that they had because there was some gorgeous fucking scenery in that movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was beautiful. That small town feel to me, and that high school, all that, it's just, that's it.
Yes.
So yeah. All right. And the final category, the ending.
OJ.
OJ.
The speech, the reveal, fucking Matthew Lillard drooling all over the fucking place.
You're gonna die, Sid!
It's all good stuff.
My mom and dad are gonna be so...
Like, could you actually imagine, like, someone killing you, like trying to kill you the day that they killed your mom?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is so great for us. Oh yeah, love you.
Yeah.
And then Lily brings up the virgin thing, and it's like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah,
bro, like you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Like 1 year later, because it was the 1 year anniversary and shit. Like,
But
it's
one of
just
the weirdest ways to die.
insane.
You know what I mean?
Insane. Yeah.
This happens when you let your ego get ahead of you, brah.
Dude, and then
Pap, pap.
that was I think that was the first real double tap situation.
Yeah.
Because they never double tapped Freddy, they never double tapped Jason, they never
No.
did anything like that. But he was already shot.
Yep.
And then he got up and shot him in the head. And then that became a trope. Because later on, Nev Campbell in another Scream shoots again, and she goes just to make sure he doesn't get up. And then that became the double tap trope in horror.
Shout out to Zombieland.
I can't think of a movie that, or a sequel, I should say, that dove into the double tap that early, because 1996 was Scream. I believe 1998 was Scream 2. And that is where she did the double tap.
Yeah.
That was where she made sure to say, you got to shoot him twice.
Okay.
So, and that became a rule, I think, with Scream 2. And if that's the case, then Scream pioneered that as well. Because I don't think there's ever been another time where somebody said, you got to double tap Freddy, you got to double tap Michael Myers. They unloaded 16 fucking bullets into Michael Myers, and then he got up and walked away. So it's like...
Went and got a Pepsi.
Went and got a fucking Pepsi, yeah. So I think the way that they did this with Billy dying, and how Stu is androgynous
And
if he's alive or dead.
And they also didn't make like Billy and Stu feel like the same person.
No, they didn't. They
'Cause
were wildly different.
It seems like the most basic trope nowadays, it's like one's really evil, one's good, one's silent, you know, one's the abused and following the brother. This time I was like, nah, we're just doing it. Like, nah, we're just friends.
Yep.
We just support each other when it comes to doing that, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Stu was basically just fucking along for the ride.
Yeah, he was like, oh, fuck it, why not?
Stu was just there. Billy did have
He had a reason.
machinations. His father was with her mother, and it ruined his life, and it did all that. So he raped her mom and killed her and shit, and then blamed fucking Cotton Weary, and then Cotton got sent to jail. So it's like all that revelation at the end is insane, and then you find out the dad's still alive, and he's been trapped in a fucking closet, bound and gagged, and there was just, because everybody thought he was the killer because his car was in the ditch. So much shit got revealed in that exposition that it didn't feel like it was a 20-minute fucking exposition.
Yep, an info dump sequence.
And it was an info dump. Like there was an info dump at the end, but it wasn't. It was masked.
The
very
dialogue
well.
made it seem like a real conversation than just
Yes.
like, here's my script of a lot of information.
And it's not that they were standing there talking either. There was other things happening that made that info dump feel like it wasn't just a stand around info dump. They're fucking, she called them and was trying to fuck with them while they were still talking. Like it was, there was so much that was happening at the end there. And it was just, I don't know how many more movies have a better ending sequence in terms of horror.
I also want to say, I love the fact that this horror film can have an ending. So let's say, again, I've never watched like all the Screams like a bunch of times and know them like that. But imagine, like, I love an ending that doesn't feel like it's going to lead into necessarily a sequel, right?
Right.
So with Dewey and Gale and all that, like, it felt like, okay, we've reached like the ending part, no more sequel.
Right.
So that way when it picks up, it doesn't feel like this weird cliffhanger, like, let's show Ghostface real quick at the end and be like, part 2 coming in 98. So I love the fact that it's like, even if you never wanted to watch the sequels, you could watch Scream 1 and be satisfied. And be like, I can watch that 100 more times.
Yep.
I definitely got to say, rewatching it now, being more into horror, I definitely had like much larger respect, especially for like 96.
Yeah.
Because even nowadays, it seems like horror is just now starting to become like massive again, like with Obsession and the back rooms and all that.
Horror's taken everything by storm. Last year, well, actually, I guess you could say this year, beginning with the Oscars.
Yeah.
From last year's carryover with Sinners and all that. Like, so many movies are now getting recognized. It's awesome.
Even low budget movies are doing great. So it's fucking fantastic. Shout out to fucking Scream. I'm glad you gush a little more, bro. Why don't you explain what like the beginning of Scream real quick before we get out of the war. Oh, we got to get to the score. But after that, I want to know just a little backstory because I want to hear Rob gush a smidge.
Okay, so the winner was Scream.
Wow, we're surprised.
21-1. It was almost a perfect fucking.
I ruined it. I ruined it.
No, it's not ruined. You again, we've done this now for 100 episodes. I'm never going to get mad at you for your choices.
Right.
I'm never going to get angry with you for how you feel regarding something. There's some movies like Episode 101. You have a attachment like a motherfucker to the series that we're going to be covering in 101, and if you find out what that is,
and it'll be a fair one too.
It'll be fair, yeah. And again, I don't want anybody to think that I wasn't being fair with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Scream and because Scream is just a great fucking movie. It's not just my love for it. It's a literal genre-defining movie. And there's not very many of those. I think you could say nowadays Terrifier is a genre-defining movie because even though that's not our cup of tea, I'm never going to take away the amount of success that Terrifier has had for horror.
Super duper gore movies.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then all the elevated horror movies like Sinners, like Hereditary, like all these Obsession and everything where, yeah, they're gory, but man, they do really fucking well with the story.
I was about to say,
everything
well written.
Because I'm very excited for Evil Dead Burn.
I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, because we're still going to see that, right?
It's for your birthday. It's going to come out your birthday, isn't it?
Moved up. It's July 10th now.
We're still seeing your birthday.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, man, Scream. You wanted a quick little thing. I'm not going to go too ham because over the course of now 100 episodes, everybody's kind of heard in bits and pieces.
Well, let's refresh the memories.
I guess you could say a lot of it, but there's never been really a story of me going to see Scream.
Yeah.
When I did, because me and a childhood friend that you know, and their mom went to go see Scream, and we went to go see Scream 1 through 3 together, actually. So we went to the movie theater that was in Vineland over by where Sears was. The DeMarco, but it wasn't the DeMarco. It was like the Vineland something at that point. Vineland movie theater. Did it clog?
It might have. It's okay.
It's cool. I'll suck it again. So we went to go see it. There was some snow on the ground, and they didn't have 4-wheel drive.
Jon Snow.
So it's not like we took our lives into our hands to go see the movie.
Right.
But it was a kind of treacherous route. And that movie theater sits so far back into that fucking area that there was black ice going through it. So she was sliding all around and shit. We almost hit the fucking poles that were out there.
Nice.
But
some actual horror before your horror movie?
Well, Josh has had some horror with me when we went to go get Destiny 2. But that was a whole complete
I can't listen to Beastie Boys ever again.
To that, especially that song. And yeah, I just sat there. Like I said, I was 12 years old. I just sat there watching that movie in total fucking awe, dude. It was so great. It fucked up my mind. I'd only seen about maybe 30 horror movies at that point, and I'd went and seen probably New Nightmare, Jason Goes to Hell, or no, New Nightmare hadn't come out yet. Freddy's Dead, Final Nightmare, Jason Goes to Hell, and Child's Play 3.
And so we were like kind of deep into the OGs.
We're deep into the OGs where they're failing like big time.
Yeah.
Those are where I've seen in theaters. The rest of them were a little bit before my time, but I remember seeing Scream, and it was just a completely different fucking experience for me.
Because you could understand it, because it was modernized. It was for the 90s, so you could understand the references.
Yes, it felt like the kids that were a couple grades ahead of me.
Yeah.
It genuinely felt like teenagers talking. It genuinely felt like the cool kids having a conversation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was very different, and they dealt with horror, and Randy was a cool character because he was obsessed with things. It was just like, it was such a total different fucking vibe, and it clicked, and it just stayed with me. It just stayed with me like Breakfast Club stayed with me, and I love the movie, and I think it's absolutely a wonderful movie, and
it deserves its fucking flowers.
It deserves its flowers. I'm so glad that now here in 2026, 30 years later, it's getting its flowers, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. For the first 15 years, people fucking hated on that movie just to hate it. Like, oh, it was 90s drama, it was bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But look at the box office numbers and look at them compared to today's numbers. Look at what it did for the genre. Look at what it continues to do for
1996 money.
1996 money, yeah. So, like I said, I'm not going to go too far with this. I just really appreciate what Scream has done for movies. I appreciate what Wes Craven did, Kevin Williamson did. I appreciate what that cast did. And if it wasn't for that group of people that came together when they did, we wouldn't have the type of horror movies that we have today. And I fully fucking believe that. That's it.
I agree too.
That's it.
I agree. Shout out to fucking Scream, baby.
Shout out to Scream, baby. Now we get to go talk about its parody movie.
Just crank up the humor.
All right. Anything you want to say?
Like I said, I just have a newfound love for the franchise, especially the first one. It's definitely like I would put on my gems list personally now.
Yeah.
When before I kind of like, since I'd seen Scary Movie first, I was always scared. I'd always see it as that. But now, since it's been a while since I've seen Scary Movie, I was able to go with like a fresh mindset. And I really do think it is definitely a unique slasher film compared to like what I've seen even doing this podcast for almost 5 years. So it's fantastic stuff, man. I gotta say, shout out to fucking Scream. I actually like. I love the franchise now. I need to watch all the other ones again and catch up.
Please do. Especially, I know that people give Scream 5 and 6 some flack because it's not Nev Campbell fully or whatever. Scream 6 was New York, but man, Scream 6 had some really good fucking kills in it, and there was a lot of really good writing in that movie. The opening sequence was just fucking fantastic. So definitely check it out. Check them all out. Every one of them. 3's probably the worst.
Jay and Silent Bob are in it though.
Yeah, but Jay and Silent Bob are in it, so it totally makes up for it, even though they're in there for like 20 seconds.
Yep. On to Clubby Club.
On to the club.
Come on in and have a seat with the Horror Club. Each episode, we pick a film that complements the war. We then review it book club style and ultimately tell you whether we think you should pass, rent, or buy.
Well, hello there. It's time for Horror Club, our movie review done book club style. Let's discuss how this works. Much like with the war, we have a series of talking points that include acting, gore/kills, directing, pacing, writing/plot, killer or killers, cast, and soundtrack.
If those categories sound familiar, it's because they are. We basically use a lot of the same things we do from the war because we find them to be the best way to come to our conclusions. I got through it.
I was so surprised it wasn't conclusions. So, we're going to be covering Scary Movie today, and it's going to suck for the people that follow the hashtag Scary Movie because they're going to be expecting the 2026 Scary Movie.
And we're talking about
the 2000 Scary Movie. Yeah. So our bad, it's not misleading, I promise you, because even in everything, we are making it very clear that we're talking about the 2000 Scary Movie. So if you end up here, hopefully you hang out and you watch.
Yeah, and one day we could cover the new one. So.
Yeah. So, do you want me to take the from movie name to plot and then you do starring?
Yeah.
All right. And then, oh man, I do have one. The Mustard Film Fact is right there, but
okay,
I separated it. Okay, yeah. So you'll do starring and Mustard, and I'll do movie name and plot. All right, cool.
Bro,
dude, yeah,
the budget and all that too.
The budget is also insane.
And how much it made at the box office,
it's
bro.
Wild. So, Scary Movie from 2000. It's literally
2000.
It's literally in our fucking thing. It says 2000 right on there. So, Scary Movie from 2000. Release date July 7th, 2000.
Coming up on the 26-year anniversary.
Yeah. Runtime 1 hour and 28 minutes.
Perfect.
Perfecto. Budget 19 million US dollars.
Listen to this.
With a box office of 278 million US dollars.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Production companies, all of them. Wayans Brothers Entertainment, Gold Miller Productions, Brad Gray Pictures, and Dimension Films.
Shout out to the fucking Wayans Brothers,
Shout out to
bro.
the Wayans
What
Brothers.
a fucking movie.
And shout out to Dimension Films.
Also Dimension.
They also produced Scream and a lot of Wes Craven movies and it's just horror
Fucking
movies.
shout outs.
Yes, and they still continue that tradition today.
Yep.
And Lionsgate is also there too.
Yep.
So,
So like you sang that part. It's also there too.
It's also there too. Produced by Eric L. Gold,
Cool name.
Lee R. Mays,
Cool name.
Peter Safran, and Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Oh yeah, the GOAT.
Screenplay by Sean Wayans,
The GOAT.
Marlon
The GOAT.
Wayans, Buddy Johnson,
The GOAT.
Phil Bowman,
GOAT.
and Jason
The
Friedberg.
GOAT.
Directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans.
The GOAT.
Cinematography by Francis Kennedy.
The GOAT.
Edited by Mark Helfrich.
I think he's a GOAT.
And then music by Dave Katay.
The GOAT.
Because his name is fucking Katay. A group of dim-witted teenagers find themselves stalked by a masked killer while becoming entangled in a series of outrageous parodies of popular horror and teen films.
And they kept it to 2 movies instead of 10.
Yeah.
As parodies would soon to come after
Man,
that.
we got increasingly higher right
I know,
now.
dude. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ. All right.
Okay.
This is a stacked fucking cast.
Stacked.
This is a really stacked fucking cast.
Starring Anna Faris as Cindy Campbell, John Abrams as Bobby Prince, Marlon Wayans as Shorty Meeks, one of the best characters.
Yep.
Shout outs. Sean Wayans as Ray Wilkins, Regina Hall, shout outs, as Brenda Meeks, Shannon Elizabeth as Buffy Gilmore, Sherry O'Terry as Gail Hailstorm, which, fun fact, that her speech used to be our news segment intro for Horror Wars back in the day.
Yes,
that was one of my facts.
Absolutely.
Carmen Electra as Drew Decker.
Yep.
Dave Sheridan as Toofy Gilmore. Fantastic character. I'm sorry. I know. Still fantastic character.
What?
I'm saying a little controversial probably nowadays to Kurt, but I'm saying fantastic character.
Dude, it doesn't matter, man.
It's still hilarious. I don't care.
Blazing Saddles is still fucking hilarious.
Still hilarious.
It may be controversial to some people, but comedy's fucking
Comedy's.
comedy.
I was just about to say that. Comedy's comedy, baby.
It doesn't matter.
Dave Sheridan again as Doofy Gilmore.
Yep.
Lachlan Monroe as Greg Felipe.
Yep.
Must-read film fact. The iconic Ghostface parody and scary movie was originally conceived as a spoof of Scream, but the film ultimately lampooned. I don't even know what that means. Lampooned dozens of films, becoming the highest-grossing horror parody ever. Listen to this. Launching a franchise that earned over $800 million worldwide. And I think the first 2 are the reason why.
We really can now say that it's a billion-dollar franchise because the newest movie has close to 200 million, I think, in box office.
No shit.
Now. So if the newest movie can cross that threshold, and maybe the older movies pick up some of the slack because people are interested in the franchise now, maybe it can become a billion-dollar franchise, which is insane because earlier this year with Scream 7, they became a billion-dollar franchise. Right. So I think that's pretty awesome that there's a potential in the same year the original and the parody could both become a billion-dollar franchise.
Yep.
When the original was supposed to be named the parody's name.
I was just about to say.
Fucking insane.
And they don't do... Oh, hold on. Before we even get... Are we in the talking points? We're there, right?
Yeah, we're talking points now. Yeah. We're there, bro.
Hold on. Okay, yeah. All right.
All right. Acting.
I fucking love it.
Hell yeah, man.
As goofball-y as it is.
It's perfect.
You can tell actual comedians, people that performed on stage.
Yes.
The Wayans brothers had their show by this point.
Yes.
They're already established. They're already funny as hell. And you got the whole family basically working together. All that.
Because Keenan was on in Living Color.
Yep. Post all that stuff. And they were able to do a parody of an already popping franchise.
And not to mention...
No, you're good. Good.
Not to mention, this movie also was a genre-defining movie because the spoof film genre was dead dead. There was no, oh, well, it's dying, or no, spoof genre was fucking dead. And the reason why, like Josh said, Keenan, Marlon, Sean, the cast, you had Sherry O'Terry on fucking Saturday Night Live. And Saturday Night Live had one of the best casts going on, because it was that cast right after David Spade and all them. Will Ferrell had joined, and people were a little pissy with him because they were new. But this was a couple years into their tenure in that cast, and that shit was popping the fuck off. The year 2000 had a lot of crazy good fucking things going on too. Like, that cast was in fucking sane, and everybody on there is just,
oh yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. And their acting, everything was just so well done.
They were all unique. Like, say what you want. It's an early 2000s. Get over the overdone jokes, whatever. But they still did a service to I Know What You Did Last Summer, because they borrowed from that as well. And I will say the acting was so good that if you did remove the comedy parts, you could just make that another Scream like reboot. Like, you could have did like a TV series with them. They were that good even when they were being serious.
Yeah.
But man, when they were funny, they were fucking funny.
And
watching it high now,
oh my god, dude,
cry laughing. I fucking love it. I think I like it more than Scary Movie 2 now. I think watching Scream, then watching these like that, and remembering how I used to have a love for Scary Movie first.
Right.
I'm in love. I think it's better than Scary Movie 2 now. I think if I put them against each other, I think one would take it for me.
I feel like they're equal, but I feel like Scary Movie 2 leans more into...
It's more comedy driven for me than like some plot.
Scary Movie itself was slapstick, but also serious with its comedy.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 2 was slapstick, but it was funny with its comedy.
Right. Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying, like,
it was like
there was let's just
70 more comedy, 30 more serious.
Right. Let's take, for example, one scene in Scary Movie where he's getting ready to leave, and then he walks out, and it's a fucking trailer on the school ground.
Yeah.
That
Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim.
That shit was so fucking funny because you weren't expecting the trailer to be on the school ground.
Like literally by the steps to the front door.
But then in Scary Movie 2, you've got Tim Curry and not Tim Curry. You got the quadriplegic and the hand arguing
roasting
back and
each
forth
other,
with each other, roasting each other, and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's like, yes, it was funny as fuck that he was right there on the school property, but that was more of a visual joke and more of a, like, you have to actually pay attention to what's happening, and there's a element of story to it and that ambiance, like you said.
Right.
As to where Scary Movie 2, you could see Tim Curry's face was just like, what the fuck is happening right here? And because if you guys don't know, Tim Curry didn't know that part was going to happen.
Yeah.
They kept that bickering from him, and they kept...
So those are genuine reactions.
Those are genuine reactions, yeah. So I know we just got on a tangent of Scary Movie versus Scary Movie 2 with
a mini war in the club.
Mini war. But no, I absolutely will say that I think that Scary Movie 2 and Scary Movie 1 for me are very equal because they both represent different aspects of different genres of slapstick.
And it picks on the genre itself too, right? Like the kind of the hamminess of the acting in some horror films. You know, the breaking the leg scene where the redhead gets killed and all that. Yeah. And it still has its own satirical comedy without just ripping it out of the original.
Agreed.
It's got the Wayne's like flip on it.
Yes.
And it doesn't do like a disservice. It's a way of like poking fun, but not like shitting on it or saying it's a bad movie.
Right.
So it gave love and still made fun of like the new slasher franchise, because then you got Scream, then I Know What You Did Last Summer, that led into this. So it's like perfect timing. They are fucking smart making this movie, bro.
Yeah.
This is a golden gem for me. I fucking love Scary Movie 1. And I think it's because it feels like an overall parody when they didn't have as many parodies for 2, to go back to that for a minute. So maybe that's why I think I'm loving the Scream right into Scary Movie. I think that's how I would recommend. Watch Scream, then watch Scary Movie, and I think you'll love them as like a coffee with like a like a breakfast sandwich in the morning kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like they go good together, like
They
wine
do.
and chocolate.
They really do. They do. And I believe that we've actually covered 1, 2, 3.
It's so
4.
good, dude.
We've covered 5 of the categories already. So why don't we just like continue gushing about the movie?
So
okay, hold on real quick. We're gonna give it a grading of buy.
Buy,
right?
100%.
It's a grading
$30
of buy.
Blu-ray.
Buy the Blu-ray. Buy the 4K
4K Ultra HD.
Steelbook
Yes.
Ultra HD edition for $40.
Buy it.
And it'll come with 5 different versions of the movie plus a digital coupon to get it online, and then you can. It's worth it.
You know what? Go to Wall to Wall Studio,
Go to Wall
and
to
you
Wall,
can
yeah.
find the fucking VHS there
Yeah, go
and
to
buy
Wall
that
to Wall.
too.
Go to
Shout
Wall,
out to
sound
them.
and video in audio and video, sound and video. I don't remember right now. I'm high as shit.
Yeah, we're high, but shout out to Wall to Wall.
Franklinville, New Jersey. Hell yeah, shout out to
Shout
Wall
outs.
to Wall. So, fuck it. We already know that it's a buy. We already know that it's great. The gore, even in
It's
the
actually
movie, was
good.
good.
And I feel like it would have been like some super doofy shit. Like post
Yes.
Not Another Teen Movie, when that came out,
Yeah.
they started to get like way too just like over the top dumb, and they
Yes.
just kind of followed
Yes,
the
I
plot a
agree.
little bit.
I agree.
Man, it's some good stuff. It's some good stuff.
It is.
I want to give one thing props. We don't normally do ending. Let me give some backstory to this. So I watched Scary Movie first. I've already said it.
Yep.
I thought that the ending for this,
Dude.
Scary Movie, was the fucking original Scream ending. It was so good to me.
Oh.
I thought that when I watched Scream again, right? It'd been a really long time since I've seen Scream. I watched Scary Movie a few years ago. So I'm like, okay, so it's got to be that after Billy and Stu are done, there's a third person, and it's fucking Doofy or whatever his name
Right.
is from the
David Arquette,
original.
yeah.
Yeah. So when I rewatched Scream recently, I was like, holy shit, he's not a bad guy. And I actually kind of dug that ending a little bit more than the original, because it would have been cool to see like kind of like him being the nice guy cop who's kind of a doofus, even in Scream, be a bad guy. Like imagine that twist. So I feel like that could have been like a cool extra ending for Scream back in the day.
They were going to have him be the killer in Scream.
No shit.
2.
Okay.
He was going to be the killer in
I got
Scream
goosebumps
2.
talking about that.
That he would have lost his shit
Yeah.
after the events of Scream 1.
Yeah,
and he was
right.
going to be the killer of Scream 2.
Damn. So look at that.
Yeah. So, fuck.
Yeah, I feel that.
The reason why that stuck so well, that ending, is because The Usual Suspects had come out just a couple years before that.
Right.
Or a year before that. I'm not quite sure. But that's basically what happened at the end of The Usual Suspects. The guy that was Kaiser Sose got let go, and he had the limp and everything.
Yeah.
And as he was walking away, he took the limp off, he took the clothes off, and then he was a completely different person. So
A good old Kaiser Sose.
the
Shout out to Rick and
ending-
Morty.
yes, the ending, which we'll be talking about episode 2 and 3 later on.
Oh, yes.
At the end, ironically, that we're talking
Yeah.
about the end. So the ending was just absolutely iconic.
Oh,
I don't like to say the word iconic because it gets thrown around
for
a lot.
everything.
But no, even for a spoof movie to have a fucking twist ending, insane.
Got me. Got me.
Insane.
And then the post credit, he's fucking his vacuum.
Yeah, he's fucking the vacuum. It's
But
great.
still, it's like, but he's still the killer though.
Yes.
And I wish that they would bring that back. I haven't seen the new Scary Movie, so maybe I'm wrong. I've not been spoiled. Thank goodness.
Yeah, me neither.
But if they do, or if not, I hope they do at some point bring his character back and be like, "What's up, guys?" And then bam,
right. Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
such a
So,
good character. Such a good character.
As we said, definitely going to do a
Buy.
buy on this one. Do you have any more to say about it?
Nope. Just that was probably like
That was one of
it's
the,
probably one of my favorite comedy movies in general.
yeah.
It's definitely
Do-
overtaken 2 for me.
Actually, how about this? You wanted a story from me about Scream, so you actually, I wouldn't say that this is one of your favorite ones, but you did have a story about this, right? Like for when you watched it at one point.
So I had the VHS, right?
Yes, you did have the VHS.
And-
you were supposed to bring it down
Oh
today.
yeah, that's right. Fuck. Maybe I'll grab it, but like at the end part. So stick around.
Yeah, there you go.
So it was I wasn't old enough to technically watch it, and I was bad, so I would go and sneak and I would take it, and I wanted to watch it because I was interested in it, and it was a comedy. So I didn't really watch horror, so I didn't really understand some of like the more mature jokes, of course.
Yeah.
But as I watched it, I got some chuckles out of it. I understood some of the horror stuff, and I thought all the characters were funny, right? Like I was old enough to understand some of the humor, just not all of it. So as I went along, I thought that like parts of Scream as I got older were parts of Scary Movie.
Yes.
Like the part where she's yelling in the movie theater, Brenda does. I kind of thought that was part of Scream because I thought that was kind of like their play on horror. You know what I mean? Even going like to that point. I really enjoy the fucking acting. The fact that they can be goofball, really dumb, but also still kind of seem menacing.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucking crazy. Ghostface, I feel like I got to give it more love for that as well. Like, it made me enjoy like a design of a killer. I'm big into costumes when it comes to horrors, right? If your design is sweet, you can have a terrible backstory, but if you look cool, fuck it.
Fuck it, hell yeah.
I love how it's just a Halloween costume, but it wasn't like, oh, that's inspired by Michael Myers. It's just nope. They just threw it on and bought it from a store, and that's what they ran with.
Yeah.
Again, iconic, but the design and everything stuck with me my whole life. I never really was like into the series because I never had the opportunity to get into like Scream or whatnot.
Right.
But Scary Movie was just in that range of me getting into those.
Yes.
So I was in that age range. By Scary Movie 2, I was good to watch them and I understood everything.
Yeah.
But it made me keep Scream in the back of my brain. So now when I watch it now, I love it even more.
That's fucking dope. I love this episode.
And the part where the dude busts and it just shoots her up to the ceiling like Spider-Man.
Yes, man.
One of the best parts of the movie.
Yes, man. Yes.
We've all been there, huh?
Yes.
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 What a great fucking movie. Please buy. If there's any way to get it, get it.
Yeah.
Horror Club.
Behold, the list of doom. It's a top 5 list of anything that matches the theme of the rest of the episode.
And welcome to the list of doom. It's you.
I didn't know if you
Oh,
wanted
the list portion of the show. Fuck.
As with every episode, we have honorable mentions before we get into it. After that, I get chilly with my chills voice and attempt to form sentences to talk about our top 5 of the show.
Speaking of that, our top 5 this week is top 5. Oh, I knew I was going to mess it up. Top 5 ghost-faced ripoffs in media. All media, not just horror.
All media, yes.
I've been excited for this because, again, for those who don't know or are new to the podcast, Rob and I, when we converse about these, like, he'll throw out a top 5 or I will, and we'll interpret them in our own ways. Like, we don't discuss it. So what could be what I consider a ripoff isn't the same as what he considers a ripoff.
Right.
So you might get 2 different list of dooms, top 5s from 2 different people, but in the same realm. We've done that plenty of times. Go back in the archives.
Dude, just the last 2 episodes.
Yep.
The last 2 episodes, which is actually really insane. Sorry, finish what you were saying.
No.
Finish what you were saying so that way I can...
That's it.
Okay. All right.
Segue.
So the segue would be episode 98. We both interpreted it very similar to each other, and I don't think we've ever really done that before.
Really?
With the yokai ones.
Yeah.
Where we both were like, here's a yokai and here's the modern equivalent of it or whatever.
And the character that matches that.
Yeah. Both of us did that, and neither of us had any fucking idea the other was going to do that, and that shit was absolutely insane.
Go back a couple episodes.
So, yeah, go
or
back
last
just 2
episode?
episodes. No, 99 was Exorcist, 98 was yokai, And they're both on YouTube. So go check them out. And actually, all the segments are on YouTube separately in case you don't want to watch the full episodes. So yeah, and they're even broke down into shorts in case you don't want to watch the full segments.
Yep.
So we're going to, as I said a second ago, probably have a couple honorable mentions. I have 2.
I have 1.
Okay, I have 2 honorable mentions. We usually steamroll through the honorable mentions, and
But we got time.
We got time. But also, if we feel like talking about the stuff we do, but I've noticed that sometimes we just like start going with the names and the movies or whatever, and we're just like, and we just keep going. So
because some it's like, how can I explain it? It's just like, here's the basic one.
The basic
I can go into mine.
No, I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything too crazy for this one because
there's not many, but there's close.
There's close, right? Because you want to kind of give it that.
And it's not, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
I also want to put in, it's not necessarily like a negative thing or we're shitting on these movies.
No.
But like, they can be interpreted as very close to like a Scream ripoff.
Yeah, whether or not it's a bunch of teens with somebody with a mask, or it's
The reason for the revenge. I'm glad we got into this.
There's
You know, things like that. So it can be interpreted in many different ways.
Yeah.
So it's not saying these movies are bad, but it's also to say like they could definitely be considered like heavily inspired / ripoff. So
yeah, indeed.
that just happens to be the wording we chose.
Yes, so don't get your panties in a twist when we name a movie that you might like better than Scream.
Do 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 do.
Gotta do that one. Hey, sorry about that. We're sometimes
This is Horror Wars. We keep it real, bro.
Keep it real, man.
This is why we do it live, so you can see what the fuck we go through.
Exactly. Sometimes shit happens.
Now you can see us bitch about it live instead of just
exactly
audio.
So I guess we're gonna try to make this fucking quick now.
Fuck it. We do it live. We got shit. We're early.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So you said you only have one. I have two. There's a gnat flying around. There's going to be some shit now. So before I get into my chills voice, I'll do my number 7, then you do your number 6, I'll do my number 6, and then we'll go forward. So my number 7 is from All the Boys Love Mandy Lane.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a mass killer deal, but it was a multiple killer thing, and it was a whodunit type situation. And then
you sound so mad.
I'm angered right now, dude.
That's okay. It happens.
So
we're the realest podcast.
Yeah, we is.
So my number 6 are just all the killers from Your Next, including like the family members who were in on it.
Yeah,
they're connected to the family. They have a reason for like revenge. It's a money thing.
Yeah.
And then once the killers finally start talking, they have a personality. People are connected. A brother's killed.
And that's
so
like
it's
big, like you said, info dump, right?
It's pretty much Scream with with 3 killers,
but
and
again,
with comedy too.
But again, none of them are actually like doing any action to progress the fucking movie.
Yep,
they're just giving you exposition while they're standing there. It's like
someone dies, explain what happened, explain the next part.
Yeah,
we've covered it in the archives.
And thank you for the welcome back, La Child said. Welcome back. And
hope the race is going well on Destiny too.
Absolutely. And MC Mass Murder said episode 100.
Sheesh.
So shout out to him.
Shout outs.
All right. So
number 5.
All right, number 5. Remember, we don't hate chills, we just hate his fucking voice.
But I've grown to love it because it's fun to do.
It's fun to do. So, Josh, with that being said, what is your number 5?
My number 5 is The Fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's basically a heavily inspired off a Scream ripoff.
That was my number 6. Yeah.
So,
yeah. My number 5 is There's Someone Inside Your House, which is again another like somebody coming into the house situation.
Because remember when I blew your mind because it's a home invasion movie?
Yeah, exactly. What's your number 4?
Now this number 4, I'm a little bit. I've grown to like more as a movie, and I didn't like back when we covered it.
Yeah,
it's Michaela and Sadie from Tragedy Girls from 2017.
Dude,
the personality of Billy and fucking Stu.
Yeah, Tragedy
we even
Girls,
had the
man.
almost trying to turn on each other situation.
Yep.
Bar for bar, stole my fucking flow, kind of Soldier Boy thing.
Yep. Tragedy Girls is.
It's a good movie though.
I enjoyed it.
I
if
didn't.
You remember.
The first time I was kind of
like
meh.
Yeah.
I rewatched it, pretty fucking good.
No, shout out to Tragedy Girls.
It's actually pretty damn funny.
Yeah. My number 4 is Urban Legend. It's campfire story, but serial killer, whodunit, cast of characters.
Around the campfire.
Yep. What's your the campfire song? All right. What's your number 3?
Yeah.
I forgot what we were.
My number 3 is The Strangers from the Strangers in 2008.
Hey, that's
multi-killer invading the house.
Yep.
They didn't really have a reason to do it. They did it just
because they were home.
And they had unique masks.
Because you're home, literally. Like, and their masks were fucking dope. Fucking scarecrow.
We've covered it plenty of times. Go back in the archives.
Right.
The archives. The archives.
The archives. My number 3 is, I guess, the Cupid killer from Valentine.
And it's kind of the same scenario with the friends.
Scenario with the friends and all that.
Same kind of revenge shit.
Same revenge shit. So I mean, shout out to fucking
vengeance for a family member.
Mm-hmm.
Now my number 2. This is one that I went a little bit more outside the box, and I hope bear with me on this one. I hope I can open some minds on here for my number 2.
Number 2.
Everyone from the first Purge movie. if you think about it, all of them are connected to the family in the house because they think they're better than them for working for the security company that's for the houses.
Yep.
They taunt them the whole time. They have on goofy masks. They talk shit.
Yep.
They stalk them through the house. They fuck with their minds and stuff. So
You're right.
technically, every person that's trying to break in Ethan Hawke's in that, right? The original?
Yeah, I think
Into
so.
his house,
Yeah.
the family, it's kind of like them being Billy and Stu fucking with the family.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're absolutely right. That's crazy. That's a good thought, dude. My number two was a movie called Cherry Falls.
Dude, I think it's a hidden gem.
It is.
I think it's a hidden gem. Shout out to fucking Brittany Murphy. R.I.P.
When you want to talk about a movie that we could have put in place
For
of
Horror Club.
scary movie for Horror Club, I believe that movie might have even been better than my number one.
It's a good thing there's other slashers, though.
It is a good thing there's other slashers. So check out Cherry Falls because it is a very well done movie. And yes, it borrows a lot from Scream, but it also
Has its own flavor.
Deviates in a very good way. And
Very much.
I believe the ending, I'm not spoiling anything.
Because we might cover it.
We might cover it, yeah. So Cherry Falls is definitely a pound for pound. If we didn't want to cover scary movie, I think that should have been our, Okay. So with that being said, what is your number one?
My number one, I'm going back to my Dead by Daylight days, and it's not Ghostface, it's the Legion. Legion is the one where it's 4 teen killers that when they got pulled in by the entity became one, right? They all, to get, like, Frank, the one, murdered a guy, and he gave them all the knife, and they all took turns, and then they all went insane. So for me, it feels like it's every Ghostface in the entire franchise if you were to mesh them together.
Okay.
Because it's not that it's the same Ghostface every movie.
Right.
You get someone newly connected. So I like the fact that it's 4 killers wearing a cool mask. That I think they also have a Ghostface kind of costume recently, but I've always considered them before they got the rights to bring in Ghostface. I feel like that was the replacement for Ghostface.
Yeah.
And even did like the run with the knife is their like super ability.
Yeah.
So to me, I felt like the Legion was the great value Ghostface. So to me, it's the strongest version of a Ghostface ripoff.
And you even told me when we were playing Dead by Daylight before Ghostface got into there. That this was a very close Ghostface.
Read the lore on the Legion from Dead by Daylight.
And my number one is Cry Wolf.
I don't know what that one is.
Cry Wolf is a movie from 2005. It's set in a college. It's not necessarily like the best movie, but the twist was really cool. The cast is very, I won't say stacked, but it's got a solid cast to it.
Jared Padalecki, he's in that.
Yeah, Jared Padalecki, Dean from
John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, John Bon Jovi's in it. Jared Padadecki's not only just Dean, but he's what's his name from fucking.
He was in House of Wax. He was in Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, Gilmore Girls.
Friday the 13th.
I know.
Oh, he was in fucking
Friday the 13th. He was the one looking for his sister.
He was in Supernatural. Yeah,
Supernatural.
He's in The Boys.
He's in The Boys. Yeah, dude. That cast is actually
fucking stacked.
Pretty good, dude. And I don't want to give anything away because it's a movie.
I can read the thing if you want.
If you want to. Does it give anything?
No,
away?
no. It follows a group of teenagers at a remote elite boarding school who play a group parlor game called Cry Wolf by spreading rumors of a serial killer nicknamed the Wolf.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna read.
Yeah, just go with there.
Because I've never seen it, so I kind of want to watch it too.
Yeah, dude, it's really good. I didn't want
2005.
2005, yes. It's a really solid fucking movie, and I think it's got a very direct lineage to Scream.
Okay.
A super direct lineage.
Okay.
And it was about a 10-year later movie. So I feel like it was a even more modern take on Scream.
Okay.
At that point. And there is a movie recently that I think is a very modern take on Scream. And it's actually going to be an episode that we do in the future, and that's Faces of Death. When we do cover Faces of Death, you're going to understand why I say that. But yeah.
I thought we weren't moving.
No, we're moving. I'm just talking to my side. And I also want to give a shout out to Dirtface, the ghost face from Scary Movie.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What?
We just got to give a quick shout out, I guess. And it's not necessarily on the top 5, but
Yeah.
it's just a cool. Fucking, yeah. And we're done with the list of Doom, right? You got anything else?
That was the list of Doom.
You got anything else on it?
No.
I think we had both really solid fucking lists. Like, they're different too. Again, they were different, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think we had anything that matched.
No.
No?
Nope.
No. That's different.
The list of Doom.
Time to grab a controller or insert your quarters into the horrors of gaming. Here we dissect a game or series that complements the rest of the episode.
And welcome to the Halls of Gaming, the gaming portion of the show.
Mm-hmm. And today, as Josh just said, while we were pre-episode live, which if you're on YouTube, you can come check us out every other Saturday live. We're covering a game called Murder House.
By Puppet Combo once again.
By Puppet Combo once again, like Josh said, second episode in a row that we've covered Puppet Combo. There's going to be much more of them in the future because at the last episode I didn't play Nun Massacre until after we did the episode. So I watched a couple videos, I understood the concept, but I didn't know how loud it really was until I played it.
Yeah.
This game, when we get to it,
It's very loud.
takes the fucking cake on loudness.
Last episode was the nun, and I talked about it a little bit when she chases you, but it's that sound the whole time. Sometimes there's silence, but damn, is it loud.
The voice acting is deliberate.
We'll get into it.
there. Yep,
All right,
go
so
ahead.
game name, Murder House. The release date is October 23rd of 2020. Completion time, 3 to 5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. How long to beat, according to howlongtobeat.com. Platforms, everything.
Yep.
Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/X, and Nintendo Switch, and probably going to be on the Switch too.
Yeah. More than likely.
Developers, Puppet Combo, shout outs, fantastic games. Engine Unity, genres, and I'm glad to get to read it again, survival horror, slasher horror, and indie horror. Sheesh.
Murder House follows a television news crew investigating the home of the infamous Easter Ripper, a serial killer believed to be dead, only to find themselves trapped in a real-life slasher scenario.
The gameplay is heavily inspired by early survival horror games. Yep. It uses fixed camera angles, tank controls, limited saves, and deliberate movement to create tension rather than relying on action. Yes.
Yes, the Easter Ripper functions more like a classic slasher villain than a traditional video game enemy. Avoiding him is usually more important than confronting him.
Exploration and puzzle solving drive progression. Players search the house for clues and key items while learning the history of the murders connected to the property. Holy shit.
The visual presentation is a huge part of the experience too. The low poly PlayStation era style isn't just nostalgia. It helps create uncertainty because environments are less visually readable than modern horror games.
And the game's pacing mirrors an 80s slasher film. It starts with investigation to build up before transitioning to a chase and survival scenario once the killer becomes active.
What stands out is how committed it is to that VHS era horror identity, whether it's good or bad. Almost every mechanic supports the feeling that you're playing through a lost slasher movie from the 1980s.
Murder House combines classic survival horror mechanics with slasher film structure using retro presentation, limited resources, and relentless pursuit to recreate the tension of an interactive VHS horror movie. Era thing.
Man, you lost every bit of gumption at the end there, dude.
I'm so gone.
Okay, well then we'll try to
Oh no, bro, listen. Again, old school Resident Evil fan here, bro.
Yeah,
you
dude,
give me some
is-
tank controls once again. Love it. I love the camera angles too, like not necessarily to where it's over the shoulder. I do like it where it's like from different angles. Or if you're walking to a hallway and there's another one to like your left, it shows it from that way, but you're still facing the same way. It's never always in front of you or behind you. It gives you, of course, the PlayStation 1 feel.
Yeah.
The fact that it's got again, the quality of voice acting, as in like the audio part, is a little rough. Whether you have on like the best headset or earphones or whatever you got, whatever, those things, and your audio stuff, it can be a little rough. Like you're definitely gonna have to like,
dude,
kind of be uncomfortable with that volume.
The voice acting saying like this all the time is really fucking like.
I do like the plot though.
Oh,
like
yeah, the plot's great.
Spoilers for this game. If you've never played it, it is worth playing.
Yeah, absolutely worth playing.
It is. The killer is more of the revenge of his brother took the fall. That's why he's in prison. This dude was trying to live like a clean life after that.
Yep.
But they were literally shitting on his brother. So he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start killing him again." Fuck it.
Again, yeah.
So that's kind of like the big reveal at the end.
Yeah.
There's another ending where it's more like it's like Scream 3, I think, or whichever one is where it's technically a movie.
Yes.
And it's not.
Scream 4.
It's not a video. Okay, Scream 4. So technically, there's two endings,
Yeah.
but the main one is a little bit more of the reveal of there's two killers, but there's not. Just the one brother took the blame.
Yes.
And when the beginning actually takes place in a mall where you're like a little kid that's running from the Easter Ripper, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of go through like this creepy ass mall. You're hiding in like not porta potties, in like the bathrooms of like this mall. And then it kind of does like a jump scare to a title card. Shout out to Dead Meat. Then it gets into like the news crew that shows up. So it almost feels like a Gale Weathers, I forget what her name is in Scream, but like the news reporter showing up and them kind of having like a good chemistry of feeling like not just friends through employment, but actual friends that work together. So it was kind of cool to like kind of get this like news scoop that turned bad. It just so happened that their cameraman is the fucking psychopath and the killer.
Yeah.
So and it's kind of cool to see like for a low poly game to have like so much environment where you can go outside of the house. You're not necessarily stuck in just like the floors and you're going from room to room.
Yeah.
Solving puzzles like a Resident Evil or Silent Hill.
Yeah.
So even for like the low poly games, you can kind of explore. And you actually have to put some thought into solving these puzzles. It's not just like your hands held and it's a very easy guiding game.
And especially because it's PS1 graphics, everything looks muddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and you're in a dilapidated fucking house. It's really hard in some spots to see some of the things you're doing. But it's also really cool because like you said, it adds to that ambiance. You never know when the fuck things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's just like once you solve a puzzle, you're like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Because he really does chase you the whole time. It's like Nemesis from Resident Evil.
It is like
he doesn't stop.
He doesn't stop.
Fuck, I'm forgetting the point I was gonna make. Fuck. No,
My bad.
it's no. You're good. No, you didn't cut me off. No. Hold on. It's about the bad guy.
It's about the Easter River.
Nope, I completely forgot.
Was it the way he killed people in the game?
Nope, don't remember. But it's a very scary. But it's a very scary design. Oh, I was gonna say, got it now. Haha, bam. What's the opposite of Uncanny Valley? Because it can be that like that horror fits because of the way like the faces look on the character models.
Yes.
It's almost like looking like a 90s video game can still be scary visually without having to be super HD. Like, look how spooky they look in their eyeballs. Like,
yeah.
I feel like Requiem for Resident Evil kind of relied on like the eyeballs and first person shots. This can feel scary with just like the old school controls that we were used to growing up and shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like it works well. Shout out to fucking Puppet Combat, man. They brought back like retro style gaming, but modernized it, even with tank controls, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah,
it's fantastic stuff. Shout outs. This is a great game. I remember watching playthroughs of this back in the day, and I bought this shit because it's on PlayStation. So fuck it. It doesn't have a platinum, but why not?
I think it's $11.99 right now.
I believe it's even. It might be a little cheaper on like the premium stuff, but I don't know.
Okay, but that being said, I do think that the game is 100% worth the $11.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
If you can spend $70 for a game,
yes,
this is worth $11.
And I think if you're gonna go money for value, which I always have a fucking issue with because people spend $5 on a fucking coffee or $6 on a coffee.
Yeah, seriously.
And you're gonna sit here and tell me that you don't get value out of a 3-hour game
that you can replay multiple times.
So you can
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Speed run it.
I don't understand that concept.
I'm with you.
I'm not going to grade it based off of the money value, I guess you could say. But I will. I mean, the entertainment value, but I will say that even for that 3 to 5 hours, that $11 is absolutely worth the fucking money. It's absolutely worth the money.
I
in my
think we
opinion.
want to include what our max price would be. I think I'd spend 20 to 25 on it. I think it's worth it to support them to make more.
Yeah,
and that's a very early game in Puppet Combo
Yes.
compared to like more recent things.
Yes, I think the max I would spend would be 20 for it because I do feel like there's got to be a point where money and entertainment does, coexist.
With the
as a
two
happy
endings,
medium.
I would spend the
With
extra
the two,
five
right? Okay, with the
for
two
replay
endings,
value.
I understand your point, and I think for me it would still be 20.
20.
But that's a damn good price
Fuck yeah.
for a game that's
Isn't even a whole shift at
that's
work.
not even a whole shift at work. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think it's a fantastic game, and I am glad that I played it. I'm glad that I went through it and did it because, like you said, the way that the eyes are just sunk in and it's one face.
You hear the screams, but it's the same face. It's kind of unsettling.
It's weird, yeah, and
the opposite of Uncanny Valley, bro.
The opposite of Uncanny Valley because even when they get their heads chopped off and shit like that, it's still the same.
It's like Resident
face.
Evil.
It's
little blood
crazy.
spurts,
little blood spurts everywhere. Yeah, and I would like to say that too.
It's a buy.
It's a buy. It's a buy. Yeah, it's just
it's a buy.
It's a buy. But they really went out of their way for a lot of stuff.
Fuck yeah.
The aesthetic is fantastic. The only thing I don't like, and you know what? I guess that's why I would pay $20 for it versus your 25. I think I would take $5 away because I understand that they were going for low quality voice acting. I totally fucking get it. But there's a point where low quality becomes just fucking stupid. And I think that they went a little too far with the low quality voice acting.
I think for me, I think why I dealt with the voice acting okay because it was just that. Sometimes for the music, I felt the same.
Right.
For me, maybe it's just me with my reaction to music. It started to make me feel a little nauseous because it was just the same blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And if you're lost or kind of trying to find it, or you like to explore and find notes, maybe it's the Resident Evil in me. Sometimes it can be like, oh my goodness, my ears hurt, and you need like to take a breather. That's probably the only like complaint I would have is a little bit of the sound. I still appreciate it, and it's better for the more recent one. So it's not
no.
Yeah, of course.
As I said, the voice acting was deliberately done bad and
but
loud.
Sometimes it's a bit much.
But it was a bit much for me, yeah. And then for you, it was the music. So it's got a couple negatives. It's not like it's the best game, like he said. It's tank control, so if you're
not comfortable with that,
you're not gonna like it. But for us, definitely a buy, especially if you like tank controls, especially if you like PlayStation 1 type graphics, especially if you like a well-written story.
And you're not so worried about like your HD shit and needing to see every polygon and frames.
It's
just enjoy
perfectly fucking fine to just enjoy things for what they are.
And it's a good game.
It's a damn good game, yeah. Super
little
solid.
snack game.
Little snacky game, yeah. Little snacky game.
That was the heart of gaming.
We are sad that our time is coming to a close, but this is the end. Hang out while we go over things that don't necessarily fit the normal format before we go back to the crypt. Until next time.
This is the end. The end, our friends. The end.
The ending portion of the show. That's why we're at the end of it.
That's why we're at the end of it,
Kind
because
of.
it's the end.
We keep it unique here. Just like with two killers, we have two endings. Now that we think about it, so we're kind of tied to Scream from like the beginning or like past few episodes.
Yes.
So we're just gonna. Do we do the reveal on the regular one?
Now.
So we do like a non-enthusiastic. After this, we talk about NFL, American football, sometimes some WWE stuff.
AEW too.
AEW, wrestling related news, video game stuff a little bit here and there, and we kind of just meshed it in as like the after hours part. Like we're done with the horror portion, so we're gonna give you the reveal for their episode 101.
Yep.
And we're gonna give you the Chuck Woolery, but with no entertainment. It's just gonna be kind of normal.
Yep.
And then once we're done with the next portion at the end, we do kind of like another reminder for a reveal, and then we're like woo and all that kind of stuff.
And then we're gonna start giving you a secret word.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, we will see you again, episode number 101. And
I got to give a monotone sheesh because I am still pretty hype.
okay. Okay.
Good luck saying the name of the other one.
I gotta actually pick up the tablet.
Remember, these are not our natural languages.
Episode number 101 is going to be Saw from 2004 versus its unofficial, I think it was Tamil language.
Yep.
Sad Haram 2 from 2016. And yes, it is a real remake of Saw. And it came out before the original. So it is the original. I mean, there's Sad Haram number 1 and Sad Haram number 2, but Sad Haram 2 came out before Sad Haram 1.
Right.
Yes. So that makes it Saw 1, but it's actually number 2
in their franchise. This is like on the level of like the Zelda timelines. Like it will never make sense.
Speaking of that. Okay. So, Josh, you want to take it away?
I forget what were we talking about.
We're doing the end. We're doing.
Oh yeah. So we'll see you in 2 and 2. And
Yep.
shout out to Chuck Woolery.
Shout out Chuck Woolery. Bye.
Yay! Stuff.
Motherfucker, did you see the reveal trailer for Ocarina of Time's remake? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
I might have to give me a Switch too.
Oh my god. I
might have to get one.
I lost my shit.
Haven't bought a Nintendo product in a very long time. I might have to get me a Switch too. And just get
This
that.
is like
Shout out to our mutual friend. I don't want to get all upset, so shout out to that. One of his favorite games.
Yeah. And this is like I got a Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm getting an Ocarina of Time remake.
Final Fantasy VII, the last game's coming out next year.
Yes. This is
The trilogy.
such an amazing fucking thing. It's so cool that they're remaking it. Like, I know that they did kind of like a pseudo remake for the 3DS.
Fresh coat of paint.
But this is a from the ground up
Remaster.
remake. Not remaster, remake.
Oh, remake,
Complete
okay.
remake.
Oh, yes.
Remake to the nth degree. I think that all the villages are going to have a bunch of fucking people. There's going to be a shit ton of side quests. Yes, there's going to be that. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait. I'm so glad that I'm just ready. I'm ready.
Oh, hell
It's been 20 fucking 8 years, and it's really cool that I get the remake this year and on the 30th anniversary of
The Majora's
Scream.
Mask.
And Majora's Mask is probably going to be coming after that. I don't think that they'll not do it, but I really hope they change.
You
a
think
lot
they'll
in
ever
that
do
game.
the? Oh my gosh, when something I forget.
Wind Waker?
Yeah, you think they'll ever remake that? I feel like that's due for one.
Dude.
I feel like it's due. Put that in as
But
a clip. I feel like it's due. Put it out there.
Cell shading has come a very long way, especially with like Wolf Among Us and shit like that.
And that's getting a part
And
2
that's
this
getting a
year.
Part 2
This year
oh
too.
my god, this year, October, right?
I'm gonna look it up as we're talking about
Yeah,
the other thing.
Yeah. Which other thing?
What were we just talking about before we go back to the first Zelda game?
Ocarina of Time.
I think.
Or if you're a follower of the Remember the Game podcast, Ocarina of Tim. Or Ocarina of
Oh,
Tim.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. It just says 2027. My bad.
Oh, bother.
We're also
But
getting
still.
Until Dawn Part 2 in 2027
Until Dawn 2
as well.
is coming. Like, that is a game that you gush about.
Oh.
In the archives. In the archives. And we do got to do the movie. There's got to be
It's so good.
There's got to be a thing
I can't
that we
wait till
gotta
you see
cover
it.
for that.
I'm gonna okay, non-spoiler. Everyone's gonna go into it. I think that's never played the game expecting a Final Destination ripoff,
It's not.
and it's not.
It's not.
If you have not seen it yet, give it a watch. It's definitely a unique horror.
Yeah, it is. Not what you're expecting.
Yes.
Not what you're expecting. More like Happy Death Day.
Shout out to that. One day that'll be in
Shout
that
out to
episode as
Happy
well.
Death Day. Hell yeah. So,
Because I once Frankenstein together a time loop episode that I hope we can get to one day.
yeah, dude, that's going to be we got to do stuff like that. Like we got to start incorporating some of the future horror wars.
Horrors of gaming, please, Deathloop, please. It's my favorite game, and people hate it, and I love it, and I can't wait to talk about it so people can poo-poo it while I hard eyes it.
Yep. What other gaming news did we have?
God of War, La Fay, hello,
yes.
Yes. The hate this shit is getting.
Insane.
Look, man, get the fuck over it.
Get the fuck out of here.
I get it. Okay, fine. The argument is because it's God of War, it's not Kratos.
Yeah,
it should have been a DLC. Whatever. Just give me some fucking God of War. I'll take anything.
Yes.
Fuck it. I will suckle the teat. I will take some God of War regardless. We'll get an Atreus game.
Yes.
You know it's coming.
Yes.
So what's bitching about it really gonna change?
And if you
Nothing.
guys are that fucking butthurt about it, remember the original God of War trilogy is
And that
being
too.
completely remade. It's not being remastered. It's being re-fucking made.
Ground up. And with the original Kratos. So you can still have your new version and your old. So, and don't bitch about it.
They did say they are working on another God of War game, like an actual God of War game.
Would you rather that or the franchise be dead?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd rather the franchise be alive, unlike fucking Destiny, which is dead even though it got all of the players in the fucking world.
Shout out to anyone who's listened to our old stuff. Here's our Destiny portion we used to have. The fact that, look, it sounds great. I'm happy that they added all the stuff in. People are like apparently coming back to play. Awesome sauce. Why the fuck did you wait until the last dying breath of your game? I know they're gonna have a Destiny 3.
Yeah, of course Destiny 3 is gonna happen. But the thing is, this is all stuff. I don't know how much you know of all of this, but this is all stuff that was in various process of future DLCs. So the Bungie team that was working on Destiny 2 found out that they were stopping the live service of Destiny 2 when we found out they were stopping the live service. They were still working on like future DLCs when the announcement came through. And what happened was over the course of the next month, they cobbled together a story, got the voice actors to come in and do some finalization things, and just threw something together real fast and put in all the stuff that they were going to be putting in for the next like 3 DLCs. So
that'll probably be Destiny 3.
More than likely, what I think is going to happen based off of what happened at the end of Destiny 2. I want to give a spoiler here. So how about we do a 10-second silence? Commander Zavala steps down completely and totally. Now it's Commander Ikora. There's no fucking way
the Crucible Queen
that Destiny 3 or whatever they're going to call it is not coming. The entire story got literally the next chapter put right in front of us. Because as I told you, another 10-second spoiler wait. The character Lodi gets possessed by the Winnower, which is the end of everything in the Destiny universe. And the Winnower basically says, don't let the 9 get out of this. Pull them bitches back in, deal with them, and then come for me. And if you don't, you're a bitch. Like, that's literally...
Come throw some hands, bro.
Come throw hands, bro.
Oh, I heard you're the best.
And
I think I'm better.
And he was like, they exist because of me. So it's like, you're like, motherfucker. And there's no way.
You just got the mini bosses, bro. I'm him.
Yeah, there's no way that this game is done.
And
because
I'm gonna poo-poo it. Fuck Marathon.
Marathon can go to hell.
I'm good. People are already jumping ship. There's so many people. Go on Twitch right now. There's Destiny streamer that have hashtag Destiny 3.
Yep. So
you never know.
Never know.
Only time will tell.
And then non-shout outs to that ex-community leader that got fired for fucking insubordination, but now wants to tell everybody that the only way to get Destiny 3 is to support Bungie. No, How about Bungie can go to hell and dissolve for everything that they've done, including Pete Parsons mismanaging the money.
Let someone else
and
take over, bro.
No, Sony will take them because that's part of their contract. If they can't deliver, they dissolve and Sony takes their assets. So what'll happen is Sony will get control of the Bungie IP or the Bungie company and probably turn it into like Sony fucking Seattle or wherever they're based at. And then they'll have the Destiny IP and they will do what they need to do with it. They'll have like 10 fucking studios working on Destiny. It'll be wonderful. So I'm not fearing that the IP of Destiny is dead. I'm fearing that the IP of Destiny will remain with Bungie. So please kill Marathon and let Bungie dissolve and let Sony take the IP of Destiny.
Yeah, put in someone else's hands at least.
Yep. So, do we got anything else video game wise? There's a couple more.
Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Veronica
remake.
It's not Code Veronica anymore.
It's just Veronica.
It's just Veronica. So
shout out to Veronica, I guess.
Shout out to Veronica.
But now we can officially say, besides the rumored, I don't know if it's true, remake to make it like Resident Evil 4 remake kind of style over the shoulder of Resident Evil 1 again. So another remaster, remake, remaster thing going on. The Veronica is the last. No, I'm sorry. We have to do 0.
We got to do 0.
So this is the second to last remake that needs to be done for the old school Resident Evils.
Now,
so Code Veronica was what? 2002, 4-ish? Let me see.
While you're looking for that, I will say most of the time when it comes to these Resident Evil remake rumors, there's usually
a bit of truth.
Yeah, there's usually truth to it because Veronica was leaked about a year ago and it's been rumored, and boom, we finally got it. Now we got the rumor of the Resident Evil, so I feel like that's going to be next year's game. Go for it.
The original came out in February 3rd of 2000.
Wow.
I thought it was like 2004 or 2005.
And it's coming next year, right?
I know 2004 before. Wow, yeah.
And it's coming next year? Or is it 28?
Let's see. I can look that up too. It's just up. It just says in 2027. So yeah, next year.
Next year.
Wow.
All right.
But shout out to that shit. Like,
it looks so good.
Resident Evil Silent Hill. We got Downfall coming out. Like,
yeah, Townfall. The more I see of Townfall, the more I bust.
I'm excited for first person Silent Hill.
Excited for
Requiem was terrifying.
Yeah.
But I feel like when it comes to first person horror, I think Silent Hill might take it.
Now, I am
just a smidge.
I am going to buy Veronica on my PS5.
Oh yeah.
I have to. I did buy Requiem on my Switch too.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
But we did it as an experiment.
We covered it
for our review in episode number 96.
Archives.
Our last audio only episode.
Yep.
That was our last audio only episode. Ever since then, we have been video/audio.
Shout out to Requiem.
Shout out to Requiem.
And I'm another little tangent here. Shout out to Silent Hill F.
Yes.
That is still probably top 2 horror game.
I think Townfall is going to be something special.
I hope it can match it because I love F, so I'm hoping this is right there. Give me some first person Silent Hill, baby.
I'm super excited for Townfall, man. Very.
Let me check my notes real quick. Yeah. Anything else I want to throw in right here? Nope.
Okay. So video game is
that's it, right?
Yeah, I don't think there was more, I guess. Oh man, I knocked the fucking table.
Oh, a new game that I am trying that I think is a horror. It's called Oh Man. It's a first-person shooter.
It's called Oh Man.
It's like it's drawn in the style of Steamboat Willie, and you're a detective. I think.
Mouse PI.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Mouse
bought
PI
that,
is fucking sick,
and I'm gonna try that tonight. I think. I'm gonna try to play that at some point.
I haven't played it, but I've seen gameplay of it. And
it looks
Mouse
really good.
PI looks so fucking sick, dude. So sick.
Looks so really fucking good. The soundtrack looks good. It's a violent Mickey Mouse game, pretty much.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Sign me up.
All day.
All day. All day.
So, what about Rick and Morty?
Dude, this season, goated.
Oh my god, this season is bars. Every episode is fucking depressing in its own right because Rick's overlaying sadness just keeps fucking popping up.
So
every
spoilers,
episode.
I
Yeah,
guess.
sorry, spoilers. Yeah,
So episode 2, was Vacation Rick.
yeah,
And it's pretty much that no matter
Sheesh.
what personality he has, Rick will always be the smartest among everyone and eventually be sad.
yep, and he can never have happiness. Never.
And even when he gets to hear it, he has to go back to being depressed forever.
Yes, because he got lied to by Morty. Because Morty.
Spoilers, super spoilers.
Super spoilers. In the episode, Rick basically wipes his own mind and only becomes cognizant of one fraction of his reality. I guess that would be the best way to say it. And it seems like the end of every vacation turns into Rick finding out he's in vacation mode and not wanting to accept it, and everybody fighting to get him back to being Rick again, just for him to be aware of being Rick again, and continuing the cycle of being Rick again. And this time I think there was a little bit of a delineation because he pressed the button. What led up to it was Morty was like, everybody loves you, your whole family loves you, you're a great guy, you're this, you're
and
that.
You get to see him smile.
And yeah, it looks like Rick he smiles at the thought.
But it was like it was like a sad smile.
Like it was like a
like he knows he's doing it, but he cares about him enough to lie about it.
Right
before he switches back.
Right.
It's so crazy.
I believe that he was already switched back. And that's why nothing
I
happened
thought that
with the
too.
button.
Okay. I
Yes.
wanted to say it, but I was like, maybe I'm just overthinking it. I for real think that he heard that and the button didn't work and he was already back.
He was already Rick again, and he heard that, and that made him depressed, like how depressed he was.
Right.
Because now at that point, it's 2 fucking episodes in a row that Morty was the cause of his depression at the end of the episode. The first episode where Morty was like, yeah, Rick, 100 episodes, 100 years,
yeah.
and he's like, yeah, Rick and Morty forever.
Yeah.
And then now the second episode, Morty was the reason why he was depressed because he lied to him about the family loving him and everything. There's a underlying theme this season, and I think it's going to end with Rick breaking out evil fucking Morty.
This season isn't like way better than last. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Oh yeah, dude, this season's Jesus.
And
Christ.
then episode 3 is the punch one, which is a play on Fist of the North Star, which is pretty fucking great, and a lot of like kung fu theater.
Yes.
Shout out to Kill Bill.
Shout out to fucking Kill Bill with the Whole Bloody Affair also just releasing too. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, it was a way less serious episode.
But it still worked. It was funny, and the references
fucking hilarious.
top tier.
Yes. And there was still a little bit of a depression.
Yep.
There was still that underlying theme because it was there was the depression, but it became funny through the depression.
When the old man said, I feel like the only way that I can connect with someone is through conflict.
Right.
And he goes, do you feel the same way? And Rick just goes, no. But he you can tell he wants to say yeah.
Yes. And
so
then,
you get to see that inner conflict of like, damn, he's actually kind of right.
Yes.
That's why I'm always so like crabby.
Yeah. And then at the end, he was also depressed. And then it led right into him being happy that they got a pool.
Yeah.
So it was him masking.
Kind of like season 1 Rick.
Yeah.
It
was him at the end of season 1. But yeah, he turned into that. Like he masked himself.
He was like, yeah, woo.
And he was like, the Smith family got a pool.
Yeah.
But before that, he was depressed. So it's like, you can see that there's something fucking happening in the background of this season.
Right, right.
And I can't wait for that to be like a big thing, because there's been a couple seasons now where we felt like the last episode of the season it shouldn't have been the last episode of the season.
It didn't feel like an ender.
The penultimate episodes, the episodes before, feel like they should be the last.
Go back in the archives. We talk about that.
Yeah, we've talked about it. I feel like we're actually going to have a running thread this season that's going to end with the season finale of evil Morty being broken out and maybe Rick going fucking rogue.
Being actually evil.
I don't know, dude. This is it feels different.
I like it.
Different.
Change is good sometimes, man. Sometimes you gotta accept it. Like, it's okay. Plus, Jerry's subplot of fucking the pool cleaner thing.
Fucking the pool cleaner.
The robot.
Yes, when the episode started and they were like, we're finally going to the boob world and all that. I looked over at the child and I was like, motherfucker, we're getting a Jerry episode. We're actually getting a full Jerry episode. And then it wasn't a full Jerry episode, but god damn it, it was so great. And then he was like, yeah, I'll tell your wife, did you fuck the pool cleaner?
Yeah, yeah.
And then she's like, you realize I can hear all of that.
Yeah, I'm 2 feet away from you.
Right, I'm 2 feet away from you. My hair dryer makes me cream like something.
Come like a cat.
Come like a cat, yeah. It's like,
and then the ending scene, she has the blow dryer, and Jerry makes her put his face on the blow dryer.
And the blow dryer's like, it's not the same.
I know.
Such
a good episode.
Dude, it was such a banger.
A little bit more comedy driven, but it still worked.
Yes.
You can still feel the sadness in some parts.
So far, this season has been banger after banger after banger.
I'm almost kind of scared it's gonna there's gonna hit that one where it's like a kind of like a mid one where it's like meh.
Dude, that's gonna suck because it's got to happen, right? Like,
but imagine they don't. Imagine they're just hitting home run.
9 fucking episodes of complete happiness. Oh my god. Well, not happiness, but like happiness in terms of like
happiness,
quality,
depression,
quality. Because we thrive off of depressed happiness.
Hell yeah. Get that tattooed on my forehead.
I thrive off of depressed happiness. Oh my god. A
little bit of football and then is it wrestling news?
Really any wrestling news? Like, we're in between things. There was a European tour that was pretty good. Collision and Dynamite have been fucking banging. Check out AEW because they're killing the game right now. Their matches have been absolutely insane. The next pay-per-view we're getting Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland, like 3, I think, or 2, I don't remember. But it's gonna be fucking bananas.
What if I just started backflipping in place 100 times?
Fantastic. I guess I'll just finish out the fucking show then, and unless you can catch yourself on audio as you're flipping, you can just like every time you get near the mic, oh Josh, horror.
I wish. War. In an alternate universe, that's happening now.
That's happening right the fuck now. Yeah.
So sorry, back to wrestling.
Back to. That's exactly the point. There's really not much to talk about. So I mean, yeah.
Backflipping.
Bret Hart still says Bill Goldberg sucks. Seth Rollins still on Good Morning Football. Pat McAfee got a $52 million extension for his contract on ESPN.
Shout outs.
He's calling the fucking NBA Finals, which is weird as shit. And Danhausen's curse is awesome.
Okay. Wrestling news right there. Coming to you live from Horror Wars. Football news, Myles Garrett went to the Rams. Holy shit, the NFC West is stacked.
The NFC West just
because Mike Evans went to the 49ers.
The NFC West got so shook when Myles Garrett went to the fucking Rams.
I immediately was like, they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you messaged me like Rams gone bad.
And Aaron Donald is talking about coming out of fucking retirement, or the rumors are he's not. There's rumors he is.
Right.
So that's hearsay. So I won't say it's facts. But he comes back to play with Myles Garrett, and he's like one of the best defensive tackles and all that stuff.
Dude, insane.
Dude, they're definitely going. It's Matthew Stafford's probably last year or 2.
Yep. Insane.
My theory is going to be Rams-Steelers.
Dude, Rams-Steelers would be an insane Super Bowl. And what if it's like down to the fucking wire?
Look at the script.
Like, yeah, man.
Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers, all that stuff. And then you have Stafford about to retire with 2 god-tier, already good defensive. They have the good defense plus them too? Shit.
Yep.
And then A.J. Brown going to the Patriots.
A.J. Brown going to the Patriots is insane. I mean, it's good for him because that's where he feels like he belongs. That's the team that he loved when he was younger. And
maybe he won't be miserable like when he was on the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, well, maybe they'll actually pass to him. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he was miserable because they never passed to him. The motherfucker was reading books on the sidelines, like.
And he's so good, bro.
And he's so good, like.
The Patriots won the Super Bowl last year, and now they have a number 1 receiver. So. Yeah,
but they have a tough season this year.
But now that's the curse of going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, they didn't go to the Super Bowl.
The Patriots?
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, they got mollywopped against the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's how boring the Super Bowl was. The Seahawks fucking destroyed
that the fucking Patriots were the ones that were in the Super Bowl.
Super boring Super Bowl, bro.
Very boring. Yeah, because if Bo Nix didn't get hurt, it would have definitely been the Broncos.
Yeah, I think it or at least would have been not that shit. But dude, number 1 and 2 defenses.
The script was there for the Broncos and the Seahawks. It became very clear after about like game 8, game 9, what was going to happen.
Yep.
Once the Colts started kind of going down a little bit, it was like, okay, we
a lot of year 2 quarterbacks are in the playoffs.
Yeah. Drake May is going to probably be a lot better than he was last year.
Yeah, for sure. The Patriots are good.
Patriots are
but
good, yeah.
They just might be.
Now they got to get
hurting.
tested. Yeah, exactly. And what the fuck else was it? Well done steak with ketchup, boy. Mahomes. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's
his like $575 million contract. 2 years.
For 2 years. Suck my fucking dick. Man.
Look, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Won 3 bowls. Almost got a 3-peat. All this stuff. Great fucking player. Got to give him his props. Just like a Tom Brady. Even if you hate the guy, still fucking great quarterback. Holy shit!
Holy
I
fucking
wish.
cap space, bro.
500 million. He's worth it, I guess. But what happens when someone gets injured? Like, that's a lot of faith in injury.
What happens when he gets injured again?
You know what I mean? What if he does get injured? I'm not hoping that. I want to see this dude thrive. Steelers fan, Panthers fan over there. I want to see the dude do well, but I'm just saying the amount of money is I can never imagine having that much in my bank account, bro.
Yeah, that's insane.
Holy shit
for
balls.
2 years.
I'm hating because I'm jelly.
Yeah.
But golly, that's a lot of. I wish I had that much to pay someone to work for me.
Right.
I might just be like, sure, here you go. Wham.
Right.
Maybe one day.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Future Us. Maybe one day we'll look back and be like, here's a clip of us, you know?
All right.
Hey, shout out to what we got now, though. Appreciate all the support. But that's about it for football. We miss it. It's soon. It's June. Hey.
Yep.
But we're almost
shout out
there.
to the rhyming scheme.
So close to
Hall
football
of Fame
season
game
back.
coming. Panthers versus Jaguars.
Oh, yes. The Cat Bowl.
The Cat Bowl. Rehashing essentially of the game that got me into
The expansion
Panthers,
teams.
because the first game that ever was played with the Panthers and the Jaguars was it was called an exhibition game, I think they called it.
Imagine it's
And-
Trevor Lawrence versus Kenny Pickett.
Oh my God. So that'd be insane. That's where my Panthers lore begins. I decided that day that I was going to be a fan of the team that won that game, because my previous teams were like the Bears and the 49ers because of, what the hell is his name? I can't think of his name. I could see his face.
From what team?
49ers.
Jerry Rice?
Not Jerry.
Steve Young?
No, quarterback before him.
Oh my gosh, I'm blanking.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana,
Joe
yeah.
Montana was like my first ever favorite sports person.
Insanely good quarterback.
And insanely good quarterback. And I even had like a Joe Montana fucking costume. It was insane. But then it went to the Bears because of Saturday Night Live and the Bears skits that were happening. And I was watching that. So I liked them. And then again, we got to the Panthers game and bam, the Panthers won it.
Hell yeah.
And I just have been riding with them ever since. Quick little Rob lore.
And the 2015 Super Bowl was rigged.
And the 2015 Super Bowl was rigged. Super Bowl 50 was rigged forever. But
It's okay. The guy that beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl plays for the team now. So I'm like,
Exactly.
yay, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Go, Rodgers, go. So, do we have anything else left to talk about?
Nope.
No.
I'm super hungry though.
I can agree with you on that one. So, I guess we'll end the episode. And then
Yeah. So again, episode 101,
episode number 101 is coming in 2 weeks.
which will be Saul versus I don't
Sad
know.
Haram 2,
And
which is actually Sad Haram 1, but we'll talk about that.
And
in
I'm
2
going
weeks.
into it with an open mind, bro. I'm going to look at,
Yeah.
I'm even going to judge Saw harsh because I do have issues with it. I'm definitely going to bring up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a perfect film, but the Saw franchise, a little backstory right here real quick before we go, is my Saw is Rob Scream.
Yeah.
So that's about as much as I'm going to get into it. So another influential franchise that changed horror a little bit for about 5 to 6 years on the gore aspect.
Yeah, absolutely did. I still think it's changed horror because Terrifier doesn't exist unless you
Right.
have Saw. Like,
So we have I think you said a long time ago in an old episode, 7 crawled so Saul could walk so Terrifier could run. Or
Yeah.
something along them lines. Like there's another path, just like with the
Yeah.
slashers to Scream. So it's cool.
Yes, there is.
So we'll get more into that next time. So yeah, so next time will be Saul. We'll figure out the horror club, the game, and
yeah, all that
man,
is
I don't even know what Saul the top 5 would be, but yeah,
Right.
we'll get there.
top
So
5 death traps in media.
could be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
So for Horror Wars, I'm Josh.
I'm Rob,
And Lily's not here, but we'll be next time, I think.
and Lily will be here next time.
And we'll see you in 2 and 2. Shout out to
Shout out
motherfucking
to
Chuck Woolery.
The secret word is scream.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Again, my name is Lily, and I appreciate you sticking around for the sending message. You can follow me at Lilith_pad2005 on Instagram. Be sure to follow Horror Wars on all of social media, including TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere in between. If you want to leave a horror question, comment, or say anything about the show, please send us an email at horrorwarspodcast@gmail.com. See you next time. Remember to keep it classy with a dash of slashy.
We'll do it in 2 and 2.